Good evening, everyone. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
Can you open your video, please? Thank you very much. So you are not talking very well like this. What's happening? Is it the celebration day?
It's not the celebration, no. Exam fever.
How many days do we have to go?
It's not a month from today, 20th.
So you have 30 days to go.
Yes, sir.
By this time, we will be through with tax. We'll be through with 2 paper.
By this time, that
waiting
finished.
Waiting for Almighty SFL tomorrow.
By then, I would have finished about maybe 6 or 7 series.
Thank you.
I would have finished about 5 movies on that day. Or 6. Nobody they do now, they do me that day. Okay, so I got started. So I think we can start still. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to class. Is it Merry Easter or Happy Easter? Which one? Merry Easter, Merry or Happy Easter to all of us. Most of you did not come here and give me location. No be so live deal. You cannot even say, this man, no, let me send food. But no, Allah, we did. Anyways, where did we stop, Abeg? Where did we stop now? Please, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We did this international capital project. Now you said we should look at illustration 4. So I think that was the last part when you said you've ended up on that.
Did anybody, if you know you attended that question 4, please can you raise up your hand? Don't lie to me, oh. Deep down in your mind, in your church mind. Most of us went to church today. If you know you've attempted that question 4, please signify. Okay, these are the issues. I'm seeing only 3 answers. Out of 73 people here, yesterday I had about 80 people in class, and only 3 people attempted my assignment. 4 now. So how is that supposed to make me feel? I just want to know your people's opinion on. Like, how is it supposed to make me feel? I just want to know. Like, I was here for hours yesterday. I was here for I'm not saying if you finished or not. Did you attempt? Did you start something? Did you even look at it? I'm not asking if you finished or not. Did you try it? Did you attempt it? I know most of you probably got hooked somewhere or something, but like, did you attempt it? Now, as I was saying, how is this supposed to make me feel? I was here since when yesterday, 7? Yes, and I left here around after 9:30 to 10. Just to solve one question. Then I gave you guys just one assignment to do. And out of about 80 or 90 people, not up to 10 people attempted the assignment. Not up to 10 attempted the assignment. It's not good enough. I'm not going to lie, it's not good enough. Funny how like Mr. Doben knew what was on my mind. I was speaking to him today on where he finished on edging. And the thing he was telling me was that he does not know what is happening with professionals and they don't do assignments. Like he read my mind. Because it was like he wanted to use the assignment to gauge how you guys understood the interest rate agent, and he gave lots of assignments, and only few, maybe 3 or 4 submitted the assignment. He was saying the exact thing I was coming here to complain about. That assignment, I think only 3 people submitted to me. Only 3 or 4 people submitted that assignment to me. The thing is, it's not wickedness. I'm not trying to give you an assignment as wickedness. I think about 2 or 3 people understand me very well in this class. I could do that yesterday. I could take extra 1 hour and do the assignment for you. No cap. I could do it and do that assignment, but I'm not helping you. I'm not. If I solve all these things by myself, I already know it. It's me that will know it the more. And I don't need it for anything right now. Yes, now, if I keep solving it for you, it's me that is helping. I'm knowing it the more. But I'm not helping you people. That's why I always encourage people to try these things on your own. For people that attempted the assignment now, if I tell you the things you did wrong, then you now do it again. It has stopped. That's the difference. I know some of you might be posting that I will do it later. Let me tell you something. If I correct people that did it, let me tell you guys the difference. So, for people that attempted it, that got stopped, and for people that did not attempt it, if I do the correction now for some of the mistakes I expect you guys to make, the people that already attempted it can easily correct themselves because they made the same mistake. But you that you've not done it at all, believe me, you still make that exact mistake because you did not do it when I was making the correction. Then even when you now eventually do it, you will now see you will still get stuck. That's just the way SFM works generally. You will still get stuck because you did not attempt it previously. So I was not correcting your mistake because you did not do it. But for people that did it, if I correct it, you guys can relate when I mention a figure. When I say, okay, you did something here, you can easily relate and easily change some of those things. My assignments are not wickedness. I will keep on saying it. There is nothing I will do. I cannot come to each and everybody's house and do the assignment for them. I cannot be pursuing you people up and down. You are professional students. Do assignment. That assignment I gave you, I think is an ACCA question. The one we solved in class was an ICANN question. Then the one I gave you was an ACCA question. If you can solve the ICANN question comfortably, you solve the ACCA comfortably, then you go to, I think it was May 2020 that somebody said the question came out. International, you attempt it. Yeah, you are good to go. So somebody you will now say, the one I did in class, some of you don't understand, you know, ask question. Instead of you to have done the assignment so that you know the part you don't understand, so that you can ask me the question. Some of you still did not attempt it. I already told you, May 21st, I will be on my bed. I've taken that week off. I'll be on my bed, on my chair, Netflixing and chilling. It's you that will be under pressure. So there's nothing I can do more than what I'm doing. That's what I'm just trying to say. Now, before I go to option pricing today, for people that did my assignment, well done. Thank you very, very much. You can put your hand down now. Thank you very much. For people that did the assignment, thank you very much. I really appreciate. For people that submitted, thank you very, very much. For people that did not submit, that got stuck, thank you very much for using the time to attempt. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate. Now, for people that submitted to me, I noticed some general issues which I'm going to address now. I noticed some general problems, so I'm going to use next 30 minutes to do that 6. Then I'll use next 2 hours to do option pricing. So I'm leaving this class 8:30. I need to give you guys time to prepare for case study class. So I will not finish by 9, as I said yesterday. So I'll most likely finish 8:30. So I should give you guys time to at least rest and gather yourself for your case study class by 9. So let's start. Now, the assignment, some of the mistakes I noticed. First of all, I think the variable cost and the sales, I think they were increments. Abi, people that did it. What was our sales figure?
There was increment, sir.
Increment.
Yeah. So year one, what was my figure for year one for my sales? Total sales, please.
Sorry, sir. I have a complaint. When I try to do an assignment and I'm hooked, and I reach out to you, you don't respond to me.
So I was drinking water. I'm listening to you. What did you say?
I said, anytime I'm trying to solve any of the assignment and I'm hooked somewhere, and I reach out to you, you don't respond to me.
I don't know. It might be timing. Most times that's why I give timing to these things when I will be available. Yesterday I said yesterday anybody that's why I was begging that people should attempt the assignment yesterday night. So I'm sure anybody that has reached out to me yesterday night, stroke this morning, I would have definitely replied. But I'm sure I even answered everybody. There was even a lady, I don't know if she's in the class. She was texting me till 2 a.m. Mr. Francis Samuel, please help me with your mic, please. She was texting me till 2 a.m. After 2. She would text me because I was dozing and I was waking up. She was texting when I wake up, I'll reply her. When I wake up, I'll reply her. So like I give that time. Now let's not imagine somebody did not do the assignment that period. They are coming to me maybe Tuesday when there is work or Monday that I've put. Your time will not be my time. That's what I always make available out there.
So please, can we get your time, if your free time, so that we can reach out to you?
I don't know my free time to now. I don't. It's when I tell you this is when it is. I don't know when I'm free. I don't know. There's no way I would know. That's why I always say when I give the time, please do the assignment at that time because it's comfortable for me to reach out and to check. But for people that always submit after then, I still try as much as possible to look at them. The thing is, people don't just know my pattern. The ones I don't want to look at, I don't look at them. Example, the ones I know that I'm going to come and solve in class for you. It's not as if it's a waste of my time, but like I'm doing double work because I'm going to come and explain it to you in class so you can easily cross-check your assignment also. Something like that. I most times just ignore it because I know, okay, now go don't feel so I'll come and like example that number 2 APV question. That's only the one I can remember now. Most people that submitted, I don't think I gave any feedback because I knew I'm going to come and solve it in class, so you guys can easily correct yourself. But the ones I know I'm not going to come and solve word for word in class, I will definitely cross-check and look at you. But some people just want me to be available where you are available. Maybe so live day. Even I don't want to use the terminology that's coming to my head, but but I'm sorry, madam. I'm very sorry. I'll try to do better. Our classes are finishing this week, so I don't know. I think I should have a little bit of time. It's classes that take majority of my time because to type. I've told you guys before that all these materials, I type them out word for word. I've mentioned it before. I type it out like Word document like this. I will start at first. I'm working on one textbook like this presently. So what I'm saying is I type them out word for word, like on this is the textbook I'm working. Okay, I'm not showing my screen, you guys cannot see, but I'm working on one textbook presently, but that's not the bone of contention. What I'm saying is all materials, I type them out one by one, like word for word. So it's not easy on my part. Our capital budget had 80 pages, and I typed everything out word for word, one by one. So like it's a lot. So lectures take a whole lot of my time. But once we are done with lecturing, file your questions. I think I should be very, very much available. I think we'll finish by weekend. Very sorry, madam. Very, very sorry. So let's run through the assignments, please. Time has gone. So I was asking, what's our sales? Year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4. Yeah. Run me through the figures. Let me know. People that did the assignments now.
Year 1, sir.
Okay.
The growth rate I have there is 5%. So year 1 I have 5,000.
I'm not asking you growth rate. Just give me the figures.
Yes, so the figure
5,000 year 1, year 2 10,500, year 3 11,000, year 4 11,600, year 5 12,500, 12,200. That's what I have.
Do you have year 5 in the question?
No, I don't think.
Okay, yeah, I get, but like you're not supposed to do sales for year 5. But I feel like maybe because of maybe tax or something, sure. But anyways, is that what everybody had for the sales of year 1 to 4?
Yes, it's actually in million. It's 5 million and the likes.
Okay, so our variable cost, Nko, let me do the figures, please.
Our variable cost for year 1 is 2 million, year 2 4.2 million, year 3 4.4, year 4 4.6.
Okay. Our fixed cost, Nko, that's what everybody had. Please, if there's any discrepancy in the figure, please you can speak up so that we know where the problem is. Our fixed cost, Nko, Mr. Light.
Okay, for the fixed cost for year 1, I had 1 million, year 2 1,050,000, year 3 1,102,500, then year 4 1,157,625.
Okay, I'm sure that's what everybody had also. I'm looking at one person's solution. It's one person's solution I'm using to compare these figures. Anyways, now where I noticed that the problem was the conversion. I just did see different things where I never see before for my life. There were some that I would say, I'll be like, who teach you this one? But like that's just the beauty of attempting the assignment. Anyways, at least you know some of the things that you did wrong or some of the things that you are supposed to do and are not supposed to do. Now, funniest part, I used to tell people, ICANN is easy to a very good extent. But you see, technicality with ACCA is on another level. Like the technicality is on another level. I feel like that's why ICANN is trying to make, like, just to work in that part. ICANN is bulkiness. ICANN is just plenty. But you see, technicality with ACCA. Because when I got home this evening, I had to read that line again. Because when I was seeing a whole lot of them, like, what's actually in this and that people are making mistakes. And when I read it again, I noticed what students were doing. Now, I hope everyone can see my screen. These are working notes. So I'm going to use this working note to do an example. Example 2, Abby. So I think it's at 10 PLC if I'm correct. Now, exchange. I'm not going to solve the question. No. I'll just correct some of the general places that I saw mistakes. So the exchange rate now. What's the spot rate?
1.3.
1.3. Okay, 1.3 US to give you £1, Abby. Is it a direct quote or an indirect quote?
Indirect.
Indirect quote. Which one is our counter currency? Which one is our base currency?
1.3 is the counter, that's the foreign USD. While the pounds is the base currency, £1 rather.
The pounds is the base currency, while the dollar is the what? The counter currency. Good. Now, let me read that line for you guys so that you see where the problem is. They said that. Let me look for the question. Where's my CV here? Okay. Now, they said that this is the line that caused the problem. This is professional exam. You see these three lines, it changed the whole dynamics of the question. It can make you either pass or fail. Because you have a lot of things to do with this exchange rate. You convert your royalty with it. You convert your if there's additional tax, but I don't think there's additional tax. If there's additional tax, you convert to additional tax. If there's what's the name? Even your cash flow, you still convert your cash flow, just this line. So it has a lot of things to do with the question. So it can either make you pass or make you fail. So be very, very careful with your interpretation of this thing. Now let me explain. Let me tell you guys. They said the current exchange spot rate is 1.3 USD per £1. And listen, the pounds is expected to fall in value. That is where there's problem. The pound is expected to fall in value. The pound is expected to fall in value. If pounds should fall in value, what happens to USD? Does it increase or it goes? Does it goes up or come down?
Goes up.
Like
Goes up.
Goes up.
it will
Come
not go up
down.
now. It will not go up. That's why people are missing it. It will not go up. It will come down. This thing is money. It's money. Don't look at it from normal general perspective. It is money. If the value of pounds should fall in value, it means that this 1,300 will come down. It means that you now need less value. Less value. You need less unit of dollar to collect £1. Yeah, but now let's leave this grammar. Let's leave all this grammar. Let's put it in our real life scenario. So I'm saying that 1,600 naira will give me what? It will give me $1. Listen on. Then I say the dollar is falling in value. Dollar is falling in value. So are you now telling me that what I will now have will now be 1,700 naira? Because is that what you're telling me?
No, sir.
That I will now have something like this. No, now this dollar is already falling in value. If it's falling in value, you cannot give more unit of this to acquire it again. Now it's falling in value.
Yes.
All of us used to say it every market day. Now, dollar don't fall, everybody will be happy. Everybody will be shocked. Dollar is falling. If it has fallen, it means that now we are now giving less unit of naira to get $1. So if you say dollar is falling in value, it has fallen in value, means it's lesser than 1.6, either 1.5 or 1.4 or something. That is it's falling in value. So the value, the number of units that you will now need for naira, will be reduced. So what I saw students doing, or what I saw almost everybody doing, is people were growing this 1,300 by 5%. So I was seeing a lot of 1.3 multiplied by 1.05 raised power 1, 1.3 multiplied by 1.05 raised power 2. That thing you are doing, you are increasing the value. Yes, now. Because if you do 1.3, you are growing it now, it will go up. So it now means that you need more value of dollar to get 1 unit of pound, which is not what the question said. So what I was expecting, or what I expected people to do, or what I expected, or the correct thing that students should have done, is that they said that it's going to fall by 5%. What pounds is going to fall by 5%. So it means that it is now 95% of dollar now. So this is what I'm saying. So what I was expecting people to do is you now coming here, you now say something like this: 1.3 multiplied by 95%. What do I have? What do I have?
1,005.
Eh?
1.235.
1.35. Can you see? Now I now have less value. The value has come down. So it means I will not. It means that I will use less value of dollar to collect £1. Oh yeah, who is that person now? Ishola, please now.
Sorry.
You should not do this to me today. So you see that this figure has come down. So it means that you need lesser units to get that one value of pound. If you don't want to deal like this, what I was even expecting, it's not as if it's on SFM level. Even the basic level that I was expecting people to do is it has fallen by 5%. So I was expecting you to do 5% of 1.3, then subtract it from it, it will give you the same thing. So what I'm saying is you do 5% multiplied by 1 point. What do I have? What's 5% multiplied by 1.3?
65.
65. So whatever you have subtracted from 1.3, would you not give me the same figure?
Yes.
Give me the same figure now. You said this gives me 0. What? 0.065.
0.065.
0.65.
So you are now going to say 1.3 minus 0.065. Automatically should give me 1.235 now.
Yes.
This is what I was expecting you guys to do. So you do it for year 1, you do it for year 2. So the value are supposed to come down, not go up. Please, let's be very careful of those lines. If they had said that, listen, if they had said that the pound is expected to gain in value or increase in value, fine. you are very fine to inflate, a bit to grow the way you people were growing. It would have worked. Because if they say it has strengthened in value, it means that you now need more value of US dollar to collect £1. So that one will go up, so you can easily grow it. But because they said it fell in value, you cannot grow it anymore. Please, do you have any question regarding that? Please, is that clear? People not answer me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So yeah, people should use that year. Use that year one. So what do I have for year 2 like that? Since I have 1.235 for year 1.
1.173.
1.173. So that means you have done 1.235 multiplied by 95%. Abi?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So year 3, what do I have?
1.115.
So like that.
14.5.
1.1145.
So you use that exchange rate like that. That is settled. Now let me go to let me go to my royalties. So what's the value of my royalties? 5, Abi? Abi now.
Yes, sir. 5.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. 5 per unit.
5 per unit. And what's our unit? I think what are the values of our unit?
50,000 in the first year. 50,000 in the first
50,000.
year. Then 100,000.
Then 100,000. So now that means I have the first times I have like 250, then 500, 500, 500. Abi?
Yes, sir.
So the exchange rate now, am I multiplying or I'm dividing?
Multiplying.
Multiplying.
My ladies in the house, what's happening? Don't let this man take this show. Am I multiplying or I'm dividing when I'm converting my royalty?
You're multiplying.
Why am I multiplying? Why am I multiplying?
Because it's a direct quote.
You are converting to a counter currency.
Sorry, counter currency. So you multiply.
I'm converting to a counter currency. So you multiply. Thank you. Okay, so that's another place I noticed some of the mistakes. So please fix that, and so your tax profit will not be correct. Now, another place that the mistakes were happening were the tax. They were the tax liability. That's why the technicality of ACCA, like I used to say. Now, let's assume for people that did the assignment, your taxable profit for year 1 is supposed to be negative, is it not?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So what it means is, after you've done your cash profit, your capital allowance was what figure?
That is 4 million.
What's it?
4 million.
4 million.
4 million, Abi?
4 million.
So to get that 4 million, I'm sure you have done 20 million minus 4 million working capital divided by 4 years, Abi?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. That will give you 4 million. Now, when you subtract your cash profit from that capital allowance, your first year will give you negative. Now, this is where the mistake is now happening. You are getting negative in the first year, second year profit, third year profit, fourth year profit. You cannot charge tax on loss incurred. Now, there is no grammar there that says do otherwise. You cannot charge tax on loss incurred. So I was not expecting anybody to charge tax on year 1. You cannot charge tax on loss incurred. So I was not expecting anybody to charge tax on year 1. Now, if you are not charging tax on lots now, so if you are not charging tax on year 1, fine. You know the loss that already happened. I think the loss is about 3,000 or 2,000 something. That loss that's already been happening. You now need, since you have made profits, you need to use those profits to relieve that loss. But since you have made profit, you need to use those profits to relieve the loss that will carry forward. So what I'm saying in particular now is, say, somebody should give me an example of the loss that was made in year one.
2525.
To what? So let me say,
2525.
so negative. I'm not sure of this figure. I'm just assuming. I'm not saying that's the correct figure. I'm just picking anyone. 2525. Say year two. What's so give me profit for year two.
550.
500.
Huh? Oh yeah.
My own profit was 550.
515. I'm not saying these are the exact
550.
figures. I'm just using the year three.
That year too, I said 550, 550, not 515.
Okay.
Year 3, 812.
812.
Year 4,
Year four.
1037.
1037. Now, what I'm telling you now is what is expected of you to have done in this particular situation is, since you have made loss in year one, now it's not expected that all this, please hold on. So it's not expected that all this profit, you use it to less this loss that was made in year one. Now, so if you take your calculator now, 2,525 negative minus 550, what do I have? $2,525 minus 550.
Minus 1975.
Minus one what?
1975.
1975. I still have a negative figure. You still cannot charge tax. 812 the next year, profit. Subtract it from it. What do I have?
1163.
One what?
1163.
1160.
63.
63. I still have what? I still have what's the name now? I still have loss. I still cannot charge tax. Then subtract the last one from it.
126.
One what?
126.
126.
I'm lost already.
Negative 126.
Negative.
Negative
Is
126.
126.
I don't know the exact figure people are calling, but normally on the last year, maybe because these figures are not, I know these figures might not be correct. I'm not saying they are not correct. Maybe these figures are not, but if you have done it correctly from beginning, the last year, you're not supposed to have loss. Yeah, you're not supposed to have loss in the last year.
There's a profit in the last year.
Yes, you have to have profit in the last year. So, but because I cannot choose this exact thing, you don't have common sense. So, the last year now. So, assuming you have profit in the last year. So, that last year is when you will now charge your tax. What's the tax rate?
50%.
50%. So, you charge 50% of whatever profit you have in the last year. You charge 50% of it. That's your tax. But where the trick is now there is that, ACCA, wicked people. Where the trick is now that is, they now still told you that tax should be charged in arrears. So, you cannot put it in year 4. So whatever you have, you only charge it in year 5. That's just your tax. It's just going to appear in year 5. So it's just one figure you have, just year 5. I don't blow grammar. Have I blown grammar?
Understood, sir.
It's okay, sir. It's okay.
Understand, sir. So I have a question, please.
Ask me.
Is there a maximum number of years you can carry over the loss, like to write it down?
It's not as if the maximum number of years is until you make profit. Like until you've exhausted that loss.
Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you.
So that's the way it happens in real life now. Until you make profits that can all carried forward, all loss carried forward are usually you'll be using profit to relieve it, until you have profit. So let me see your question, please. Monsieur.
Yes, sir. So I wanted to ask, there was a question that we did in capital investment. There was a question we did, and then we had loss in year one. So I wanted to find out what's the difference between at what point, can we say that we will do loss carry forward? There was a question I submitted, and he said, where did I see loss carry forward? Because that was my idea that, when a loss, it depends on the question actually.
Thank you. You've answered yourself now. That's the general view. The general way is to carry forward loss, like use profit to relieve loss. But I'm sure that question you took, I think I can remember there's a particular quote or particular line that says that all profit should not. I cannot remember the exact way it was, but I'm sure I commented on it that day, where they said you should not use loss. I mean, you should try something like you should ignore that particular. I cannot remember the way the English was stated, but it's something like you should ignore the loss that was made in there. That question, it was in the first year we made loss now, so you cannot remember. But I cannot just remember the way the grammar was structured. But I'm sure it was something like you should not use anything to relieve anything. I think it was something like that. But it's usually based on the question. That one was because of the line of the question. I'll find ma.
Okay, thank you. I understand.
You're welcome. So I think those are the basic problems I noticed. Majorly, those are the major problems. I think everybody's cost of capital was 13%. I don't think everybody got that wrong. I think everybody got that correct. Everybody's work was cost of capital was 13%. So I think that's all about that. So I expect everybody to put their pen to paper and attempt it again. Please, you must get a positive MPV. I think the question has a positive MPV. So try it again and send to me. Let me see what you've done. Please send, please. I'm begging, please send. Thank you very much. Please, do you have any question? I think I'm still on time. I have 7 minutes more for international capital budgeting. Please, do you have any question? Mr. Francis, talk to me.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Thank you for the enlightenment. I just need a little explanation on a paragraph here. The one that says, okay. Yes, Atenu PLC currently exports to the USA, yielding an after-tax net cash flow.
Hold on. That's paragraph 4.
Yes. So I'm perceiving that. Yes, I'm perceiving that
paragraph
cash flow.
What?
Oh, I can't count now.
I don't know where you're saying. I don't know where it is. So.
Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hold on.
6 to the last paragraph. I think 6 to the last.
The last page.
Yes.
I've seen it.
Okay, so the 100,000 pounds there, I'm trying to interpret it as opportunity costs. So I don't know, can you throw more light on it? That figure there, the 100,000 pounds. I'm trying to interpret it as an opportunity cost. I don't know how to incorporate it in the question.
After tax net cash flow. Okay, production will be exported to the new production will be exported to the USA, which subsidiary is established. Is expected that the new. Yes, it is an opportunity cost. It's an opportunity cost. They currently export to the USA yielding an after-tax net cash flow of 100,000. New production will be exported to the USA if the subsidiary is established. No, it is not a relevant cost now. It is not relevant. The grammar is saying that, okay, currently they export to the USA yielding an after tax, like normally now, presently now, we are importing to the USA for an after tax of 100,000. They're now saying that maybe the company they are trying to like the company they are trying to acquire, maybe they are into the same production or they are into the same thing that they are like it's just me saying, maybe I have, let's assume I have, how would I say it now? I have another company in US. Now I'm trying to see if I should start a business. That's the whole purpose of what we are doing now. You know, we're trying to establish if we should go ahead with the investment or not. Now, we are now saying that, okay, presently, without the whole acquiring or anything, we get like 100,000 cash flow of dealing with US normally, just USA normally. Now, the question is not saying that, but if this acquisition is successful, you will not need to like this importation of you dealing with US normally would not happen again, because the new company you are trying to do does the same thing. So that 100,000 is not a relevant cash flow to this particular investment. It's not irrelevant. It's not, because our own, what we are trying to do is should we go into the business or not? So this 100,000 is not relevant.
All right,
it's not
thank
relevant
you.
to the cash flow.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Somebody asked me a question generally today, and I feel like I will throw it out there in case of where there are differences. The question that the person asked me was, now, okay, maybe let me ask the class also, maybe I can get answers from them. The person was asking me that, okay, this line of tax allowable depreciation is at the rate of 25% on a straight line basis on all fixed assets. Why am I not charging it on my capital allowance? Can somebody answer that question, please?
Can you say that again? Sorry, I didn't get it.
The person was asking me that this line, tax allowable depreciation is at the rate of 25% on a straight line basis on all fixed assets. So while calculating my capital allowance, why don't I charge it? You know that what people did was the cost just divided by the number of years now. Like, why did I charge this 25% on the capital allowance?
Like, we are dealing with cash flows, and capital allowance doesn't deal with cash flows like that.
No. They don't follow themselves now. What the person is saying is, hold on, let me say the solution I did yesterday. See the solution here. These are not capital allowance. What the person is saying is, why am I not charging that 25% on maybe this cost or on this 200 on anyone? Why am I not? Why is that 25% not useful?
I think we already applied it. We divided the amount by the amount less the cost less the scrap value. If that's what is the scrap value, divided by 4. 25% is 4 years.
Madam, is your husband doing mal? You have used it now.
The capital allowance is the same thing.
It's the same thing now. But the thing is, we will not use 25% basically because he's saying straight line basis. So this 25% is still almost the same thing as just saying 4 years. 100 divided by 25 is still going to give you 4 years. So it's still the same thing. It's still practically the same thing. You would have used this 25% like abstractly. If the question had told you something like reducing balance, if it was reducing balance, this 25% would have worked. You would not use 4 years. If it was reducing balance, you would have used 25%. So this 25% is just like a double check of your answer. There is nothing. This 25%, they can remove this line completely because it's practically, they can remove this line completely. And it's still 4 years you use. But if this question had said 25% reducing balance, you know you would have done something different. I think for that assignment, I think we are all clear now. Only if I have another question from anybody. Mr. Kendi Adekombi, you want to ask me something?
I'm trying to do the solution. Like for the capital budget. Yes, sir, I'm with you, sir. Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, I said I noticed something while trying to do the solution. Like I tried to do the solution in it. First option I did was the capital, while we were doing capital budget, the way we always try to bring in our tax savings, then remove the tax. I try to do it and I get the same answer with the way we do this international investment. So I want to ask, which one are we to follow? Are we to follow the one you taught us in class, or we should follow the same method with the capital budgeting?
The thing is, I honestly have not tried the normal way before. I have not tried it, so I cannot say if what you did is actually correct or not. But what I would encourage is, if it's possible, if I can have a look at it, then to determine if it's correct or not. You know the way this thing works, you might just feel like it's something you did that is, if that one is correct and you tried it for the 2 questions and it works, fine, you can, there's no, as long as it's the same answer with what you got, there's no big deal to it. And if you feel like you can use this one too, the two is correct. It is. If that one works, so but I've not seen it, so maybe you can send it to me. Let me look at it. But I've honestly not tried it before. Mr. Francis, you want to ask me something? You said that previous question. Oh, thank you. So I think we're on schedule. If I don't have any more question, please can I go to the next thing we have to do today, please? I'm not hearing anything. Oh, can anyone hear me?
Yes, you can go.
Yes, sir.
We can hear you.
Yes, you can.
You can go on, sir.
Okay. Please, am I clear? Am I audible? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. So now, I think we can move to option pricing comfortably now. Now, I plan to finish option pricing today. Today. So if time permits us, tomorrow, we can start business valuation. So maybe tomorrow, maybe Wednesday, and maybe start the class. I should finish business valuation. I hope so. But anyways, let's start with option pricing first and see how far we can go. Now, let me explain the basic scenarios. The material is with you people. You can open it and look at it. But let me explain what we are trying to do here to you or for you so that you can understand. It's simple. Option pricing is very simple. You should be praying for it. If you should come out like this, it should be free 20 marks. You see option pricing, you see portfolio.
It came out in
bond valuation.
It came out in November diet too. That's question 1. So I don't know whether it will come out again.
But anyways, if option pricing should come out, it should be a free bonus mark for everybody because it's actually simple. But the only thing I've noticed I can't do in these days is they've been linking option pricing to business valuation so much.
That was what
so much. I think that's what they've been. I think that's the linkage they've been trying to establish so much in these times. But anyways, we'll be here and we'll be ready and see how far we could go. Now, what is option pricing or what is option generally? I hope everybody has opened their material. Just listen to me. Now, you know that. Let me give you a general scenario. Let's say me and Ashod, are you there? Assured. Okay. Hello?
Hello, sir.
Hello. Okay.
Hello, sorry, I can hear you.
Okay. Assured, you can hear me now, Abi?
My laptop, I cannot hear my laptop.
But you can try hear me.
I can
So
hear on my phone.
I was trying to use a name as to cite my example. So I was trying to say that now imagine Assured and I we just come into an agreement that okay, what do you say? What do you buy? She says okay, she sells calculator. Listen, she says she sells calculator. Okay, I'm not like, oh, okay. Maybe I would buy the calculator from you. Listen to me. You see that maybe I would buy the calculator from you or anything. Just that language or that stuff or just that statement, not language, that statement. It gives the two of us. It gives the two of us an obligation. So it gives the two of us a right, not an obligation. Sorry, it gives the two of us the right. It gives her the right to either sell the calculator, and it also gives me the right to either buy the calculator. It's not an obligation. It's not obligation. It means that it's not compulsory. Yes, now must I buy from her? No, I can buy from someone. I can buy from someone. Must she sell to me? She can sell to somebody else. So it gives her the right to sell that underlying asset, to sell that calculator to me. And that it also gives me the right to buy that calculator from her, but there's no obligation. Nobody is obligated that, okay, let me buy. No, nobody's obligated. I can go to Ugumba market, I can go to Ikeja market to buy whatever I want to buy. Not necessarily I buy from her. So an option is basically a contract between the owner and the buyer to buy or sell an underlying asset at a fixed price before an expiration date. That's just what an option means. Like the name implies, now it's an option. It's just the name. It's an option. You can either buy or you can either sell. So it gives you the right to either buy or sell an underlying asset at a fixed price before an expiration date. Now we basically have two types of option. We have what we call a call option or what we call a put option. I said we have what we call a call option and what we call a put option. You see, a call option can also be referred to as an option to buy. Are you listening? A call option can also be referred to as an option to buy. That's one type of option. While the second type of option is a put option. A put option which can also be referred to as what? As an option to sell. So if I can come and they blow all their grammar, and they say calculate an option to buy or option to buy, it is expected that you calculate a call option. Or if the grammar is calculate an option to sell, you are expected to calculate a put option. Please, option to buy is a call option. Option to sell is a put option. I hope that's fine. Now, we have formula to calculate a call option. We also have formula to calculate a put option. But before I go there, let me basically explain. We have 5 factors that affect an option. So let me explain those 5 basic factors that affect option. People are with your material. Just be looking at it. It's there. I don't know the way it's arranged, but you can be scrolling down. It's there. This one, I'm blowing it from my head. I don't know, but just be scrolling down. I'm sure anything I say is in that material. Now, Factors that affect an option. First, we have what we call the current value of the price, or it can also be called the price of the underlying asset. Can also be called price of the underlying asset, or we call it price of current market value. Is denoted as S. In some textbooks, you see it as S. In some textbooks, you see it as PA. I think in my material, it was referred to as PA. PA, that is price of underlying assets. But in some materials, you see it as S. S as in current market value of the asset, whichever. Now, that is what that is. Even what current market value is now, how much is it? How much is it selling for in the market? That is what current market value is. Now, the next one is excise price. You can either call it excise price or you call it what? A strike price. You can either call it an excise price or you call it a strike price. What an excise price is saying is, when Ashod and I agreed to buy that calculator, I could as well tell her that, okay, I don't need this calculator now. I need it in the next 2 years. But whenever I come in that next 2 years, this is the amount that this is the amount that you sell it for me, and this is the amount I will buy it from you. But after we've agreed that, come next 2 years, if that price has gone up in the market or it has come down in the market, that is exactly the price you buy it. Let me use that calculator as an example. I come to meet Ashod. You sell calculator, please sell calculator for me. She says, okay, this is the current market value of this calculator. It's presently, how much are you selling calculator now? 6,000, Abi?
7,000.
7,000, good. So now they sell calculator for 7,000 currently. So that's the current market value. That's our S. That's our PA. That's 7,000. Now me and Anna agree that, but I don't need this calculator now. Now I need it a day before my exam. I need it next month, not necessarily next year. I need it next month for my exam. That's 1 month. So I need it next month for my exam. So you guys can now say, okay, when I come next month, I will buy this calculator for 7,500. That's our excise price. That's a strike price. We've struck the deal. That's a strike price or excise price. If I come next month, May 20, and the current market value of calculator is now 15,000. It's not 15,000, I'll buy it though. I'll buy it from her for what? 7,500. Because that's our excise price now. That's our strike price. That's the price that we've agreed. Or unfortunately or fortunately for me, if I come next month and the price of calculator is now 4,000 naira, it's still 7,500, I'll buy it. Because that's our agreed price. So there are a lot of things that you put into consideration while determining excise price. That one is between the seller and the buyer. I don't need it for the purpose of this class. That is excise price. Another thing that you put into consideration is what we call expiration date. You have what we call expiration date, that is, or time to expiration, or time to expiration. Time to expiration is just how would I say it? Is the time taken basically. Is the time taken for the option to expire. Yes, it's just the time taken for the option to expire. This value will be given to you in the question. It will be given to you in the question. That's for time taken. Another thing is risk-free. We also have what we call risk-free rate of interest. We have what we call risk-free. That's the fourth thing that affects an option. It's what we call risk-free. Now, risk-free is just risk-free, basically. It's just risk-free. It's just you trying to determine, just you trying to gauge some of the risk involved, basically. It's just you just trying to gauge some of the risk involved. Now, the last thing you need to consider is what I refer to as volatility. Is what I call volatility, which is denoted with standard deviation. Is what I refer to as volatility. Now, why do you need to consider volatility? Now, volatility is one of the major things you need to consider. Basically, volatility of price of the underlying. That is, what if I go to the market, 7,500 or 7,000 current market value is no more 7,000. Maybe before I left the house, imagine, right? Before I left the house, I called the market women. They said, okay, they are just coming to supply them, but the current price is 7,000. But for me to get to the market, they said it's no more 7,000, it's now 8,000. So that volatility of price is what you need to take into consideration. It might not even necessarily be volatility of market value, it can be volatility of excise price. Am I speaking? Am I making sense? Please, am I making any sense? I mean, are they blue English? People are not answering me. It means I'm blowing English.
No, you're making sense.
Thank you. So, like I was saying, it's not the volatility might not even come from just the current value of the price. Sometimes it can come from exercise price. Example, me and Assured, we've agreed to buy that she will sell the calculator for me 7,500. Next month, calculator is now 4,500. So those volatility, those are the things you take into account. Please, risk-free is different from volatility. Please, risk-free is different from risk-free is just basically saying, okay, me and Assured now, don't forget what I said from the beginning. It is just a right. It is never an obligation. It is just a right. So me and Assured now, we've agreed to strike the price that, okay, come and buy calculator 7,500, Abi, in the next month. Then, you see, risk-free is just me accounting for the risk of what if she decides not to buy it for me again? Okay? That's just basically what risk-free is saying. What if the risk of she not buying that calculator for me is basically what risk-free, that's what we are using risk-free to account for. But for volatility is just basically with price. If price changes, either it goes up or it comes down, it can be either exercise price or it can be what? It can be current market value of the price. That is, those are the things you need to put into consideration. Those are the value of a bond. So I said bond, those are the factors that affect an option. Now let me give you guys a trick, not any trick, but look at something that where's my option pricing material? Is it here? Let me have option pricing material here. Okay, let me send it to myself then, so that there's something I want to show you guys. We are students majorly ignore, but it comes out if you want to come out in theory part, it comes out very well. So let me show you guys. 1 minute, please. I'm trying to send. Okay. Minute. Okay. So there was a problem, Bao. Please, I'm trying to open the material. Okay. See the place I was saying that students usually ignore. What students usually ignore is, you see this value of an underlying, exercise price, time to expiration, rate risk of interest. They all have, they all have a relationship with either call or put option. It comes out a lot. If I can want to put maybe 5-10 marks, either a call option or put option. Look at it here. This is the meaning of value of underlying. And I said here that I even put it there for you. Therefore, a call option will be worth more if the underlying is worth more. And a put option will be worth more if the underlying is worth less. This means that for a call option, this is the relationship of value of an underlying to either call or put option. Please, you can underline it in your book. I don't blow rap, but let's move on. Yes, I was saying that this is the value of the underlying. So I'm saying here that this means that for a call option, the greater the price of the underlying item, for the underlying item, the greater the value of the option to the holder. But for a put option, the lower the share price, the greater the value of the option to a holder. This is how value of the underlying relates to both call and put option. I don't know if it makes sense. So you can underline that. So you can see it somewhere. I'm sure I did it for all of them. I intentionally kept it there. See for this one. Therefore, for a call option, the lower the exercise price, the greater the value of the option. And for a put option, the greater the exercise price, the greater the value of the option. Please read those things. I'm begging. Please read them. I kept them there intentionally. See this one. Call option, what's more, the longer the price, and there's no longer. So I put options. So I kept relationship between call and put option. I linked it to this value of the factors that affect an option. So please bring them out and read them. This also comes out sometimes. Moneyness of an option. Moneyness of an option. So we have what we call in the money. We have what we call out of the money. Then we have what we call at the money. These are just theory. There's no calculation for them. Called moneyness of an option. We have what we call in the money, out of the money, at the money. In the money occurs when the value of your underlying is greater than your exercise price. Say, okay, like the example of the calculator. Okay, not the calculator, the calculator will not work. But let me see give you the calculator. Let's assume the current market value of the calculator is 1,800. No, sorry, it's 8,000, not 7,000. It's 8,000. Then me and Assured, we agreed that our exercise price that next month I'll come and buy it for 7,500. That is in the money, because the value of the underlying, that is the current market value of the calculator, is greater than the exercise price that the two of us agreed. That is in the money. Out of the money is when the value of the underlying is less than the exercise price. That is, the current market value of the calculator is 7,000. Then we agreed that when I come May 20, I will buy the calculator for what? 7,500. So the value of the underlying is less than the what? Than the exercise price. That is out of the money. But at the money is when the calculator is 7,000, and we agree that when I come May 20, I'll buy it for what? 7,000 naira. That is at the money, when the value of the underlying is equal to what? Is equal to the exercise price. We also have what we call intrinsic and intrinsic value of an option. Go and read all these ones are grammar. Nobody will ask you all these ones. All those ones are English. Nobody will ask you all those ones. Please read them. Now, this is where the work is. This is majorly where the work is. Black-Scholes, option, pricing, model. When I was writing my icon, whenever I get to all these things, that it was somebody that formed them. Maybe Black-Scholes, M&M, Moneyness, all those men. In my mind, I used to be like, who sent us and not stress people like us? Why? These Black-Scholes now, only God knows where these people are. They're not there again. It's me that is suffering from the. I cannot talk too much. So let's go. So now, you know, I've explained what I mean by call option and put option. But now there's now a method that we use to determine the value of these options. Listen, though, that we need to determine the value. You know that this value of option, like we are saying it, the call option or put option, if you look at it from literal view, it does not have a meaning. What I'm saying is, I can determine the value of a calculator, and I can go to the market and determine the current market value of the calculator. Me and Assured, we can just make contractual agreement for exercise price. Time to expiry can be there. But like what I'm saying is, for that option, that is the option that I have to either buy from her or that I don't buy from her, is not quantifiable. You get? You cannot say, okay, it's 2,000 that is attached, it's 3,000 that this is where some of SFM assumptions comes in. You cannot say it's 2,000 that is attached to it, it's 3,000 that is attached to it. But what SFM is trying to do is, the option I have either to buy or not to buy from her, we are trying to value that option. You get me? The value that I have either to buy from her or either to, or the option that even she has to either sell to me, I want to value that particular option. That is the basic thing that we are trying to do here. So that is where Black-Scholes option pricing comes in, BSOP. Now, BSOP has given us two formulas or giving us methods to either determine either our call option or determine our put option. So your material, the value for your call option. So formula to determine your call option is your PA, which if you see in some material, for some of you that like to read textbooks, you can either see it as S. I've told you, it's still the same thing, either PA or S. So PA, which is the price of your underlying, open bracket, your ND1 minus PE, open bracket, your ND2, exponential minus RT. Now let me break them down. Your PA, like the CO is the value of the call option. Your PA is the price of the underlying, current market price of the underlying. Your ND1 is simply, I want to explain this ND1 now. No, okay, hold on. Let me leave ND1. Let me first tell you the meaning of D1. D1 is basically just, how would I say? D1 is probably just like probability. It's probably just probability of the volatility of the current market value. What I'm saying is, I've told you now that volatility of price now, Abi, that you can go to the market and you don't meet calculator as 8,000 again. Abi, you don't meet it as 7,000 again. Exercise price between me and Assured. I can go next month and Assured tells me, okay, I cannot sell it for you 7,500 though. Maybe ahead. But what I'm just saying is there's a volatility of price. Price can go up and down. But we can attach a probability to that volatility. God of mercy, I did. When you know something, you'll be feeling yourself. Because even me, I did bust my own head. Hey, God, I beg you. As I'm talking, my head is busting. Let me go back to what I said. I told you that volatility of price can change. It can either be 8,000, it can be 7,000, it can be 6,000. You see, you attaching a probability before leaving the house. What is the probability that I meet this current market value? I meet it as 8,000, I meet it as 7,000. That is where the ND1 is. So the ND1 is what we are using to quantify or attach, or just to be able to know the probability. We're just using the probability to attach to the volatility. We're just using the probability to quantify, or just say, okay, there's a probability that there's a 20% probability I meet it as 8,000. There's another 20% probability I meet it as 7,000. There's another 10% probability I meet it as this particular. So that is where the ND1 is. ND2, on the other round, ND1 is for strike price. Why ND2 is used to measure the probability of the volatility of the exercise price. Eba. Did you meet it? Hey, I said that ND1 is the probability attached to what? Attached to market value of the price. That's ND1. But ND2 is the volatility attached to exercise price. Attached to the volatility of exercise price. That's what ND2 does for you. Don't worry. I'm just telling you the scenario. You don't need all of the grammar for anything. They will give you the figures. Yeah, okay, they will not give you the figure for ND1 and we'll calculate the figures. That's where our normal distribution table comes in. But all the figures that we need. That is why bond valuation and option pricing are actually very simple, because most of the figures they give them to us. Now, so that's the formula for calculating call option. Then put option, formula for put option. Put option is actually a very complicated formula, but if you know it, you know it. The formula for put option is your PE, which is your exercise price, multiplied by your E minus RT. Your E is your exponential minus R. Your R is your risk-free. Your T is your time to expiration, multiplied by 1 minus ND2 into bracket.
So you're not sharing the formula, you're just sharing your listening screen. You're not sharing your
hand now. It's not your hand. It is in the material. You don't have the material that I've sent again today. How is that possible? I've sent it now. I've sent it today again like this. If I look at the material, I'm always very distracted because I tend to be reading from it. That's why most times when I explain, I don't look at the material because I need to feel the spirit as I'm explaining it. If I look at the material, I'm always distracted. I tend to now be reading what is there, which is not my style. So you guys have the material. I've sent it again today. Now you want to tell me something? I'm listening. These are the formulas I was talking about now. See them here. Please open the material. The materials are on the group chat. I've sent them today, please. Thank you. Let me continue what I was saying. So that's a formula for your call option. Formula for your put option is PE, which is your exercise price, multiplied by your exponential minus RT times 1 minus ND2. Then you open another bracket, PA 1 minus ND1. I don't like put option formula at all. Right from when I was writing ICANN, I hate put option formula because it's not simple. The way call option is simple, where you say PA ND1 minus PE ND2, that's quite straightforward. What's the 1 minus 1 minus? But that is where we found ourselves. I'm sure that some of you wondering will be okay. I know where to get PA because obviously it will be given to me. I know where to get PE because it will be given to me. I know where to get exponential because it's on my calculator. I know where R is the risk free will be given to me. My time too will be given to me. This stupid ND1, how do I get it? Where do I start from to get ND1 and ND2? Which now leads us to another formula to determine D1. Formula for D1 is what? Lean. Your lean is your natural log. It's on your calculator. Your lean, PA over PE. PA is your what? What's the meaning of PA? Let me ask the class. Let me see if you have been listening to me.
Current prices.
current market price of the underlying. What's PE?
Excise price.
Excise price. Thank you. So the formula for D1 is ln PA over PE plus your R, which is your risk-free, plus 0.5, because the 0.5 is very, very constant. Please, the 0.5 is constant. 0.5 S square. S square is your standard deviation, which is your volatility that I spoke about. Your standard deviation also will be given to you. Close the bracket. T is your time over S square root T. That's your D1. Whatever you get in the D1, you use to determine your D2. Your D2, which is equals to D1 minus S square root of T. Another problem. What we've gotten is D1 and D2. It's not ND1 and it's not ND2. It's not ND1 and it's D1 and it's D2. D1, D2 different from ND1 and ND2. So the figure we've gotten is D1 and D2. Now, how do we now get ND1 and how do we get ND2? If you've gotten your D1, you take your D1. So I told you guys to bring or to screenshot a particular natural or normal the standard distribution table. So there's a standard distribution table where whatever figure you got from your D1, you go to look for it in your normal distribution table. Then whatever you have as your ND1. Your D2, you go to look for it in the normal distribution table. And whatever you have is your what? ND2. Don't panic. We will soon put figures to it and it will make better sense to you. Just understand what I'm trying to say or what I'm trying to do. From there, we also move to some of the assumptions of BSOP. This used to come out 5 marks or 2 marks. We have assumptions of BSOP. BSOP says that there's no dividend. It says that there must be constant volatility. He also says that there are no commissions and transaction costs. He also says that your RF is always constant. They are just assumptions. That your risk-free rate is constant. He also says that there's always efficient market. I think those things are in your materials, please. So those are the assumptions of BSOP. Then from there, we also have what we call limitations of BSOP. BSOP, the assumptions are also the limitations. Most of the assumptions are the limitations, yes. So you can say limitations means that he assumes that there is no dividend. He assumes that there are no transaction costs. He assumes that risk-free rate is constant. He assumes that there is always efficient market. The assumptions are what? They are also the limitations. Oh, I don't tire. On to the next. We also have what we call the Greek option pricing. The Greek option pricing is basically is like theory. There's no calculation there, but you just need to understand it. This Greek option now, it measures what? It measures sensitivity of the option. It measures sensitivity of option, basically. It measures sensitivity of option. You know, we have, like I told you now, we have five variables or 5 inputs when it comes to BSOP. What are the 5 inputs we have when it comes to BSOP? I'm asking the class. What are the 5 inputs I have when it comes to Black-Scholes?
We have excise price.
Mm-hmm.
We have expiration dates.
Mm-hmm.
We have
risk-free rate.
Mm-hmm.
Volatility.
Volatility. You know one more.
Value of the underlying price.
Value of the underlying
Expiration date.
Thank you. So those are the 5 inputs we have. Hey, my ladies, now don't wake up now. So those are the 5 inputs that we have when it comes to BSOP. So, but what the Greek is saying, the Greek is just basically measuring the sensitivity of the option price. That is the price of the option. It's measuring the sensitivity of the price of the option to a change in any of the variables. You get? It's measuring the option price, that is price of option, to any of the variables. It can be any of the variables that we just mentioned now. So we have the first one, I think we have delta. Delta measures the changes in option value and price of the underlying. It measures the changes in value of option and what price of the underlying. That's delta. We have gamma. Gamma also measures changes in delta value and changes in the price of the underlying. You have vega. Vega measures changes in option value and change in volatility of the underlying. We have rho. Rho measures change in option value and change in risk-free rate. Theta Theta measures change in option value and change in time to expiration. Please, if it's cram, you want to cram it. Cram it. If it's read, you want to read it. Read it. If it's learn, you want to learn it. Learn it. Just know it, whichever method. What's the grammar that they used to blow? They used to say farmers, farmers as a farmer, you don't want to know how the fowl is laying egg. Your own is to meet egg there. If you like, you should be removing the egg from his mouth. It no concern you. Your own is to get to the farm the next day and meet farmer. How you want to learn it is not my business. My own is know it. If it comes out in exam, write it down. And my own is for you to what? It's for you to pass. So yeah, but when I was writing exam, how did I crammed it? And this is the way I crammed it. Let me give you the trick why I used to cram it. The only two I learned was delta and gamma. Because Mr. Joseph, this is your bed. It's sharp, it's sharp, it's sharp. Nice one. You are the real. Anyways, as I was saying, I said the only ones I crammed was the delta and gamma, because they are the ones that will not follow the pattern I used. But vega, rho, and theta, they follow the pattern. How did they follow the pattern? Because if you look at their denominator, what starts it is volatility, which is V for vega, V for volatility. People will say I'm smart. That the thing is, when you get to this point of exam, is not everything cannot enter your head. Everything. Who are you? Are you AI? Everything will not enter your head. Some of all these things is tactics in Kine. Some of these things you use tactics to pattern it. Strategy, you turn Guardiola for people that watch football. You will pattern it very well. V is volatility. V stands for vega. So you know that since vega is V, volatility, it means that your change in option value over change in volatility. Get to rho, Mr. Chairman, please help me with your mic. If you get to rho measures your risk-free. R for rho, R for what? Risk-free. So you use that. So it means it's change in option value over change in risk-free. Theta is T. Time to expiration is T. Change in option value over change in time to expiration. So the only one that does not follow that particular pattern is gamma and delta. Those are the only ones you need to cram. That is the way I learned it. If you want to use that format, it works for you also. Please, am I fine?
Thank you, sir.
You are very welcome. I'm here for you anytime. Apart from transfer, I only transfer, I know default. But any other thing that relates to SFM, I'm here for you. Last thing, we have what we call binomial option. Please, those ones are pure theory. I don't need to do any explanations there. It's just the assumptions, the advantages, and the limitations. They only have one limitations anyway, and it's the slow speed. But please read binomial. They're just basically theory. Where another problem where I can use to fail us as students is when it gets to real options pricing, real options valuation. That is where they fail us again. Real option as in like something like saying a real options, real life. That is when it comes to capital investment decisions. This is where they can link it. Listen to them. I'm telling you the linkages now. This is where they link it to your capital investment decisions. This is where they link option pricing to your capital investment decisions. Because when it comes to real option pricing, it deals with making investment decisions. Now we have 4 types of option pricing. We have 4 types of real option valuation. We have what we call option to abandon. We have what we call option to expand. We have what we call option to delay. We have what we call option to switch. I'll come again. I said we have what we call option to abandon. We have what we call option to expand. We have what we call option to delay or defer. We also have what we call option to switch. Now, you can decide to cram it. Yes, you can decide to cram it, or I can explain the basics of the cramming to you. You're doing party beside my house. I can explain the basics of the cramming to you, but you can also decide to what? You can also decide to cram it. But I'll explain all the basics to you, so you can decide the one you want to do. Now, the basics is option to abandon. Now, for investment decisions, when they say, now let's assume you have a real estate. I'll be using real estate for this. You have a real estate. Now, blah, 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 blah. Cash flow, cash flow, cash flow. You've done all your profits. Then, maybe you do not make profit that year. You made a loss. Then you are like, oh, this investment is living. So you're like, this real estate thing is not working for me anymore. Let me abandon it. If you abandon that particular project, or if you abandon that particular real estate business, what do you do to it? Do you sell it or you buy it? I'm asking the class.
Sell it.
I need more
You
answers.
sell
Do you
it.
buy it or you sell it?
You sell it.
You sell it now. And what is option to sell?
Put option.
It's a put option now. So what it means is, whenever you hear all their grammar, all their blow grammar, they've blown the grammar. They now say calculate or determine option to abandon. Please 1 minute. 24, I think. So the question answers blah, 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 calculate option to abandon. First thing that will come to your head is you are supposed to do what? A put option. So you've solved one part of the problem. Another part is to now determine formula for put option, then put all the necessary derivatives and solve. That's option to abandon. Next option is option to expand. Now, still my real estate business. I was making profit. Profit was coming. I was cashing out. And I said, I'm on this real estate, no go sweet. If I go Lagos, if I go Port Harcourt, make I expand. When I get there, what am I doing? Am I buying or am I selling?
You are buying.
You're buying.
You're buying now. You are buying once you get there. You're trying to expand.
You're buying.
You are buying. So when you get there, so an option to buy is what?
Call option.
Price call option.
Is a call option. So whenever you see any information on all those things that says that they are trying to expand, know that what you are trying to calculate what is a call option. Third one is option to delay or defer. Now, like the popular saying, delay is not what? Delay is not denial. Delay is not denial. So what it means is so what it means is okay, there is you have a high level about the uncertainty of a project. Maybe you are looking at one real estate that all of Lagos have shouted in Lagos. You are looking at that what should I do with this project? What should I do with this project? Let me monitor things. Let me monitor things before it happens. So after you have now monitored things, you have delayed. But whenever question comes on delay, mostly it means that what it means is you are not abandoning the project. You are just delaying before you now commit resources to that project. So it means that you are still going to do it, but you are just delaying it. You guys understand? You are still going to do it, you are still going to expand, you are still going to buy, but you are just delaying. So whenever you see an option to delay, it's simply a call option. It's simply a call option. So option to abandon is a put option. Option to expand is a call option. Option to delay is a call option. Lastly, option to switch. Option to switch can either be a call option or a put option. Depends on the scenario of the question. Yes, can that be why? Let's assume I'm in a real estate business. Imagine I'm in a real estate business. Then I'm like, this real estate service is not paying me. Let me move into agriculture. I sell my real estate. That's an option to sell. Abi? That's why I said it depends on the scenario of the question. Whenever it's option to switch, it's always so clear that you know the one that is talking about. Yes, it's always so clear. The one I gave you now, they decide to move into agriculture, they can sell the real estate. Or let's say they now say, this real estate thing is not, is looking prospective. How about let me improve some things? Let me improve. Maybe let me leave Akubo in Ibadan. let me go and buy more estates in maybe Oluyole or Ingo. Let me improve. Let me improve some certain areas. That is an option to what? That's an option to buy. That's a call option. So it depends on the scenario or the stories that determines option to switch. But it's always so clear that you know the one to do. That is that for that. Now, that's the third to the last. So the second to the last thing I will tell you is, or that I will let you know, is valuing real options using Black-Scholes. Now, I've seen questions where they do the old discounting thing. Please, PA, the price of, listen to me. Whenever you are seeing questions and the question is involving discount factor, discounting in option price, it's still the same thing. But once you are now saying discount something, discount factor, like you are supposed to bring something to the present value, it's still the same thing. But the only thing you need to do is you will need to replace your present value or future cash flow. Your PA replaces your, write this thing down, write it down. Whenever you see anything relating to discount factor, maybe you're supposed to discount something. I think there's a question like that in this question, but I'm not so sure, but I'll look for it. Whenever it involves you trying to discount something, whenever the question has discount factor or all of those things, the first step with all our 5 inputs, all of our 5 inputs still remains the same. But the two that changes is your price of underlying and your what? And your excise price. They are the ones that change. They are the two that change. So the price of the underlying is replaced by the present value of the future cash flow from the project. I said your price of underlying is replaced with your present value of future cash flow. So let's assume they've given you a future cash flow or they've given you a current market value. So you're supposed to discount that current market value to get the present value. That is what, so your S or your PA is changed to present value or future cash flow. Then your excise price, which is your PE, is now replaced with your initial outlay or your initial investment. You get your initial outlay is now replaced. So your excise price, you use your excise price to use your excise price to replace your initial outlay to replace your excise price. Now let me give you an example. Now let's say that they've blown out their grammar. They now they solve your normal MPV for you. Where the smoke go. Let's say they solve your, then they give you a normal, like, I'm going back to capital investment decision now. I'm going back to capital investment. Sorry about the background. I'm going back to capital investment decision now. Now, let's assume we are now in our capital investment. So they've given us our sales, our variable cost, we've gotten our profit. They've even, or let's not even say they've not even discounted the profit. They just give us profit. Now, what I'm telling you is, for the purpose of option pricing, if the question is option pricing, I say calculate the option to maybe expand or something. Now, you know that option to expand is a call option. So the first thing I'm expecting you to do is all those profits that were given to you, the discount factor that was given to you in the question, use it to discount those profits. Yes, now, so that you get your present value. So once you've gotten your present value now is replaced with your PA. So all the places you have PA, you will use whatever value you get from that discounting to replace it. And your initial outlay that was given to you in the question now serves as your what? Your excise price. Then the remaining stuffs are very, very constant. Please, do I make sense? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. That's the second to the last thing I would explain. Last but not the least thing I want to explain to you today is your put call parity. There's something we call put call parity. You people have swallowed a lot of information today. There's something we call put call parity. What put call parity works for you is put call parity is simply just the relationship between a put option and a call option. If you practice SFM, we always find balances between these things. That's why we always do relationship. We're trying to look for a balance between the two. So put call parity is simply the relationship between a put option and a call option. So what we've done for you is we've now generated a formula that you can use to determine either a put option or a call option. This is the formula. Forgotten the way it exactly looks like. So for me not to miss it, let me just, okay. So this is the put call parity formula. See it here. Your P equals to C plus E multiplied by exponential minus RT minus S. So your P is your put option, while your C is your call option, plus your E is your exercise price. This first big E is your exercise price. This E minus, this is your exponential minus RT. This your minus S. This S is your what? Is still your normal value of underlying your PA, your stock price is the same thing. Now, how do we go about this put call parity? Now, what I'm saying, this thing is just mathematics. So what we are trying to say is, imagine they tell us to do, so you can use put call parity for anyone. If you're trying to calculate a call option or you're trying to calculate a put option, you can use put call parity. So what it means is, after you've used your normal put, let's assume I'm trying to determine, let's assume the question says, I calculate put option. Listen. The question says I calculate put option. But me being Olanshili or Mogbola, I don't know the formula for put option. I've forgotten the formula for put option. But I'm so sure that I know the formula for call option. But I don't know the formula for put option. But the question says calculate put option. But I don't know the formula. But I'm so sure I know the formula for call option. What I'm telling you today is you can use that formula for call option that you know to determine put option. How do you do it? So that call option formula that you know, use it normally. Calculate your call option. Calculate your whatever value you have. Let's say you have 1,500. Whatever value you have, come and put it here. Plus the exercise price that you use in calculate. You know you'd have used exercise price in calculating this call option now. The exercise price that is in the question that you have used to calculate this call option, come and put it here. Multiply by your E minus RT. You would have used exercise price. You would have used value of underlying also. When calculating your call option, same value, come and put it here. Whenever, after you've added all of them together, whatever you get is your put option. Grammar, is the grammar too much? Whatever you get is your put option. And it goes the other way also. You can do subject of formula, bring this here, bring this here. Bring this here, bring this here. You can do subject of formula, then whatever you have. Please, did you guys hear what I said?
No, sir.
No, okay. Where did you stop hearing me?
I think where you said subject of the formula.
Okay. So what I was saying is, you know, I've explained how you want to use, how you can use that to determine put option. You can also go the other way to determine call option. That is, you can make call option the subject of formula now, bring this exercise price to this side. So it becomes P plus S minus E. If you bring this here, you bring this to this side, bam, minus E multiply by exponential minus RT. You can use that to determine your call option. So you can calculate your put option. Then whatever formula, whatever
I cannot hear again. Is it only me?
No, it's only you.
He has left.
We don't know what happened. What happened now?
Network has sent the lecturer
It's
out.
gone. It's gone.
Our lecturer is gone.
Yeah, maybe we should wait a little while. It's almost 7 o'clock. Okay. Is he still coming back?
Internet has started.
Okay, it's network problem.
With network problem,
I
the
think
class
it's
is
back.
going to last till 8, he said.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's back. It's back.
It's back. Okay.
While I was away, somebody should have just covered from me and just started the class instead. I for no saying now the hot. So, like I was saying, I said that's the put call parity. Then that is basically all my explanation. So I was saying that I've explained for the last 1 hour because I started the explanation by 6 and this is 7, which is about an hour, and the last 1 hour will be for us to solve. So we are still on schedule. So please, can I take question for the next say 3 minutes? Please ask me. Ask me any question based on what I explained, please. Yeah. Okay, so I would just assume most of us don't have questions, Abi. So we can get started. Can we please permission to fire on? Can we get started? Mr. Charles.
People are raising their hand. People are raising their hand.
Mr. Charles, please ask me your question, please.
Hello, sir. Delay option, is it relating to lagging under
Mr. Charles, please ask me
investment?
your question. Or...
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Can hear you now.
Please, is delay option, is it relating to
Can hear you now.
Is it delay option? Is it relating to
Is it related to what?
lagging under investment appraisal for
To
international?
lagging.
Yeah.
To lagging.
Yes. Where you have leading and lagging under investment appraisal.
What is lagging?
It's under capital budgeting for international.
Under risk management.
Yeah, you have leading and lagging. I can't really.
Under risk management.
Yes. But I cannot particularly relate it to it.
That's
Why? Because you
hedging
can delay.
technique.
Method of
You can delay for anything now.
hedge against fluctuation in exchange.
Mr. Charles.
I can't. I've read so much, but I can't. I'll send a text message on it.
I like this confidence. Saying I've read so much. No problem. So no problem at all, sir. I like the energy. Please read so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Please, do you have any other question, please? No question. Okay, let's solve. This is the part where it's fun. All the one I've been saying since morning are not fun. This is the part where I relax and you do the work. Oh yeah. So let me create a new stuff. Say the working notes to option pricing. Oh yeah, question 1. Oh yeah. Yeah, you guys cannot see my screen. You can now. Oh yeah. Somebody should read question 1 for us. Assured.
Yes.
Question 1.
I should read it.
Yes, ma'am, please.
I don't have excessive words. So.
You don't have a sexy. I thought we settled this one now. How about? No, they forget something. Oh, yeah, of course, please.
Show the question, sir.
I should show the question.
Yes, sir.
It's in the material now. I won't stress me today.
Question 1.
I'll show it. I'll show it when I'm done. No, I cannot do. Hold on. I cannot do two at the same time. I need to be jotting something while she's writing. So, but I'm listening. I'll show it.
Aricare Pre-Order is the portfolio manager of an asset management company based in Lagos. Your company has its portfolio 27,750,000 shares of Olanshare PLC, a company listed on the Nigeria Stock Exchange. The shares are currently trading at 3.6 naira per share. Your company plans to sell the shares in 6 months' time to pay dividend, and you plan to hedge the risk of Olanshare PLC shares falling by more than
Mr. Prince, help me with your noise now. How about? Please continue, Ashok.
Your company plans to sell the shares in 6 months' time to pay dividend, and you plan to hedge the risk of Olanshare PLC shares falling by more than 5%.
Continue.
Falling by more than 5% from their current market value. A decision has therefore been taken to buy an over-the-counter option to protect the shares. A merchant had offered to sell an appropriate 6-month option to your company for 1,250,000. Olanshare shares price has annual standard deviation of 13% and the risk-free of 4% per year required. Evaluate whether or not the price at which the merchant price is willing to sell the options is a fair price. Explain briefly, without calculation, how a decrease in the value of each of the following variables is likely to change the value of a call option: volatility of the stock price, risk-free rate, exercise price, stock price.
Thank you very much. So I'll say 2 things. Number 1, this is an ICANN question. So you should know by now. I'm not just picking question from anywhere. This is an ICANN. I don't know the year.
Question 5, 2019 May.
I don't know. My students are ready.
Okay,
Hey, I don't know the year, but say 2019 question 5. So this is an ICANN question. Number 1. And number 2, Assured. Pronounce this thing.
What's that? Olanshare.
After thank you, Jerry, baby. After I have mentioned my name in this class like 3 billion times, you are still calling me Ola. I'm angry. I am very angry.
Actually, pardon me.
Leave me. I don't do vex.
Wait, the open door.
That be your sweet name like that. That's what you change Olanshare, or like you just call waiting. No, Allah. A round of applause for yourself. Is this you revenging, Ashot? Tell me now. You know Allah.
No, I pronounce it in a sexy way now.
I
know you like sexy.
Pronounce some way. That one will be you spot the name. Anyways, thank you very much. Yeah, let's solve. My first question: what type of option is that? Yeah, is it a call option or a put option?
Put options.
I'm not hearing from the class. So is it a call option or a put option?
Put option.
Call option. Call option.
Options.
Hold on, there are people that don't know anything. Somebody said call option. Who's that person? I have call option from somebody now.
I said
Mr. Damla.
Call.
Call option,
Yes.
have you?
Yes, sir.
Put option.
It's a call option.
Put
Because the
options.
last
Thank you
line,
very much.
like,
Basis of saying a call
Call
option.
option. A decision has been therefore been taken to buy and
Let me hear what now. I've heard people that said pull option. Hold on now. I've heard people that said pull option. I'm trying to hear from another perspective. Mr. Damla, please, why did you say call option, please?
yeah, so from what I read here, a merchant has offered to sell an appropriate 6-month option to our company. So that means we are
That means we are what?
buying.
Okay. For people that said call option, why did you say call option? So for people that say put option, why did you say put option?
Okay, I said put option because the requirement there, number one, evaluate whether or not the price at which the merchant price is willing to sell the option is a fair price.
You see life about perspective. His perspective is not entirely wrong. Yes, now. His perspective is not entirely wrong. That a merchant bank, they want to sell, that means we are buying. But the only thing that now changes the two of you is what him is doing. He's setting question for himself. Because what is in the requirement is not what he's saying. Him is another question entirely. Maybe I don't know where he's picking it from. But his perspective is actually very correct. But the requirement, what I can want us to do, gone, is what we are after, which is not option to buy. So we should evaluate whether the merchant price is willing to sell it is a fair price. So it is a put option. Thank you very much. So you say Mr. Damla, are you fine?
Yes.
So you say this is a put option because it is a right, but not an obligation to sell an underlying. Yeah, let's start. So using BSOP, Abi. Well, let's bring up my variables, please. Let's start from PA. What's my PA? What's my P in the question?
Sir,
Edenia.
sir, your PA is also SO now, right?
My P is also what?
SO.
Yes, please.
That's current market price.
3.6.
3.6.
Yeah. So we say 3.6. So P equals 3.6. Let me say current market value 3.6. So what's my PE? What's my PE? What is my exercise price now? Your company plans to share. Eh?
Exercise price is 5%. Wait,
5%.
3.42.
You reduce the current price by 5%.
They said the company plans to share the price in 6 months' time to pay you and plan to hedge the risk of voluntarily PLC shares falling by more than 5% from their current market value. It means that their exercise price is 5% less than their current market value. What type of, okay, hold on first. So you're saying 95% times 3.60, Abi? What do I have?
3.42.
Looking at these two, what type of moneyness of market is this? Nagang.
In the money.
Why is it in the money?
Exercise price is lower than the current market price.
Okay. About this or not? Anything people say. What's my standard deviation in the question? What's my standard deviation? Eh?
13%.
You say 13%, which is equals to 0.13. What's my time? What's my time? Time.
6 months time.
6 months.
Please always convert your months to years, please. For option pricing, please always use years. So you are saying equals to 6 over 12, which is also 0 to 0.5 years. Abi? What's my risk free?
4%.
4%.
Is also equals to 0.04. Well, what's the formula for our put option? What's the formula for our put option?
That is C.
Put option. What's the formula for put option now? Who's that person? I will not giving me the answer.
Put option is equal to PE. Can you hear me?
Mr. This is the second time I'm
PE times exponential raised
complaining.
to.
Mr. Prince, this is actually the second time I'm warning you. I don't think I would like it at all time. I'm listening to you. What did you say?
For put option, PE times exponential raised to power minus RT.
You're calling the formula for me just now.
I said PE times exponential raised to power RT. Close brackets. Times. I don't know. Can you hear me?
After I used that many years to ask, and nobody answered me. It's fine.
But let's nervous. So please, I can't hear you if you're speaking. Hello, sir.
I think it's not only you because me, I can't hear him. Ega.
Please, does this put option and call option formula come with the question paper? Does anyone have an idea?
Yes,
Yes.
it does. It does.
You can only get only one, not the two of them.
Yes, I'm getting only one.
Okay. Thank you.
I think only the call option.
Is the class not going on anymore? I think it dropped. It just dropped. What happened? We are not hearing the lecture again. Has the lecture ended? Please,
No, I think
anyone there? Has the lecture ended?
The lecturer dropped.
Okay, okay. We should wait a little while.
He dropped. Yes, yes.
Are you still in class?
We are still in class, but the lecturer has dropped. Maybe the network is not okay.
I'm in
We should wait a
class.
little while. Let's wait a little while.
Yeah, I think it's network.
Please, can anyone continue on the lecturer's behalf, please? Anybody that knows the topic, let's.
You can also continue. You can continue, man. You can do it, man.
Where did it stop? Let me continue. I went out.
SFM.
Where did it stop? I was
Please,
not
somebody
around.
should
The
help us
formula.
now.
So picking out the formula, we'll pick the
Please,
variables out.
okay,
So it's not
okay.
to. We'll
The
pick the
Can
Okay.
you
variables out. Is to put and
The
feed them in the
ND,
formula.
the ND1 and
listen.
the ND2 now is the main problem.
And that's how we
ND1.
need to.
Have you
Calm down.
calculated the ND1?
Calm down.
One
I
house,
want to
please.
continue. You
One
people
house,
should calm
please.
down.
Who is taking us? Can you please? Assured.
Yes,
Okay.
now.
All right, please
I
go
want to
on. Thank
continue.
you.
Okay. Have you gotten the ND1?
No, ma.
They
So
play.
the formula for ND1, that's the step one. I actually solved the question before because in the past question.
Okay. Thank
So the
you.
formula,
We're listening.
the formula for ND1 is in, like in is a calculator or something. So know that you have a calculator there, you see in, you see where they put in there. If you have any calculator with you, you see, go to, when you see constant, you see in, you see tan, you see m. So that's formula. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Okay, in
Yes.
bracket SO, that's SO is also the current market price. That's the P something, that current market price, that's SO. That's the formula I know.
Please,
Over
sorry, the calculator, is it in or LN? Which one?
in
In bar?
IN. Yeah,
Okay.
IN.
Right. Okay. So
IN bracket SO. That SO is the current market price.
Okay, that's the 3.30 bar.
Yes. Over the exercise price, that's E over E. Are you getting it?
Okay.
Then close your
3.42 bar.
Yes. Then close your black.
I think that thing is lean, LN, not in.
LN, not in.
It's in.
Lean, LN.
Maybe that is
log.
how it is in the calculator now. Maybe
It is
that is the
in,
in that
madam. Listen,
represent
it is
that
in.
LN.
It's
Yes,
on the,
but that's
it's
the,
on
but
the
that's how
right
they
part
pronounce
of your
it in.
calculator. It's on the right side of your calculator, like the second to the next button.
Yes.
Like the second one is
No,
on the
the
right side.
left,
That's the
it's
first
just
row
beside
on the
log.
right side.
It's
After
beside
log,
log.
it's in, yes.
Beside log.
Please go on. Thank you.
So over SO over exercise price, that's SO over E. Close your bracket. Plus, open another bracket. R, that's the week-free rate. Plus this 0.5 is constant. Is back.
I can see his screen. I think he's back. Let's welcome him then. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
At least we have added something.
Okay.
Please, can somebody hear him?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Before I even continue solving, let me just lament first. You guys see the exact reason why I always shout or I always complain. When I shout, can you hear me? And nobody answers me. That's why I'm always very sad. I've finished solving this question almost. I've gotten all these figures because I was angry. I was shouting, can you guys hear me? And nobody answered. Before I now came, I noticed the network has already thrown me out. I cannot be doing two things at the same time. There's no way I'm checking here and I'm cross-checking if network has thrown me out. That's why most times when I always ask, can you hear me? But it's always sad. I will be shouting, can you hear me? Nobody will answer me. It's not good enough now. If I'm here already, there's no way I'll be coming here. So once I ask, I just want to know if I'm still there or the network has thrown me out. That's why I always, it's not because I like it. Because I want to know if the network threw me out or I'm still here. Now, all these things that were here now, I don't think people saw how I got all these figures. But I think I heard somebody explaining to you guys already, so I think it's fine. But when I ask, can you hear me, please? I beg.
No, sir. Sorry, sir. We didn't hear
Yeah.
you say that at all. I think your network went off before you could actually realize you were still working. We didn't hear you at all. So you need
No, it
to
was
go
before
back
the
to
because I
where you
remember.
stopped.
It actually went on while you are trying
What?
to
Yeah, we
complete
didn't
that
hear you at
formula.
all.
So we
It
didn't hear
went
you
on
at all.
When
formula.
read-
Anyways, from my own end, because I remember I was asking what's the put option formula before somebody now later gave it to me. So that's where I feel like, so this is the put option formula. This is just the D1 formula. This is just the formulas I was writing. This is the D1 formula. This is the D2 formula. All the formulas are in your material. So this is the D1 lane PA. These are the derivatives that were brought out already. So 3.6. What's the value of our PE?
3.42.
What's the value of our PE? 3.42 plus. What's our R?
3.6. PE is 3.42.
4.04.
What's our R?
4.04.
0.04.
What's our standard deviation? This 0.5 is constant, please don't forget. What's our standard deviation? 0.13.
0.43.
And what's our T? 0.5.
0.5.
Our S here is 0.13. 0.5. 0.5. Sorry, I think I made a mistake here. 0.5. Okay. So this is where students feel distance, body mass. That is where students feel it the most. So if you want to, please put with the background sound. Miss Edina, please, I think your background comment. Anyways, so I said this is the place where students feel this the most, but it's just simple board mass. Now, how do you get this figure that you will not mix these things up? First of all, what I always advise people to do this first. Watch the way I'm doing it. Oh, what is 3.6 over 3.342?
1.05. 1.05.
So you're saying lane 1.05, Abby. Good. Then for this other one now. So do this what's 0.13 squared? What's 0.13 squared?
0.017.
0.01 multiplied by 0.5.
Sir, you asked us to multiply
Please,
by
how
what?
did we get this 1.05?
3.6 divided by 3.42 now.
It's not 1. Listen now. Okay, Abi, is it the N we're using?
No, you're not using it. Just 3.60 divided by 3.42 to give you that 1.05.
No, that's 0.05 is
Please sing it
constant.
again.
The formula.
This thing is not hard though. Just 3.6 divided by 3.42 is the only thing I asked you to do.
There's the second one that you asked us to do.
3.6 divided by 3.42.
It's 1.05 now.
Thank you very much. Did somebody do 0.13 squared? What do I have?
0.0169.
69.
Multiply by 0.5.
You have 8.45.
0.00845.
0.00845.
Add it to 0.04.
0.04845.
Everything like that multiplied by 0.5.
0.0242.
So lean plus what do you call it?
0.0242.
0.0242. So what is 0.5 square root of this 0.110?
0.0919.
0.0919. Q. So so now for this first part now. So now do this lean 1.05. Lean is on your calculator, is your natural log, is on your calculator. If you look at your, I don't know if it's different, but if you use Calcio natural display, it's on the third row. It's on the third row. It's the last button on the third row. It's the third button on the last button on the third row. It's something like IN, but it's lean. It's not IN, it's lean, LN. So do lean of 1.05. What do I have, please?
Zero point 0.0488.
0.0 what?
488.
Let me add it to 0.242.
0.0729.
Come on. Oh, jeez.
Hello, sir. Sorry, sir. Sorry, I'll be drawing back, sir.
Please, can you come again with the figure, please?
Sir, this
Sorry, sir, please, can you
hold on, please?
0.5.
Can you hold on? Please come again with this figure.
0.0729.
If it's not a mistake with the figure, if it's a question, can you hold on with it, please? If it's a mistake with the figures, yes, you can bring us back to that, will correct. But if it's a question, hold on.
It is with the figure, sir.
Okay, which one is the mistake with the figure?
Yeah, I mean the 0.13 square root 0.5.
What is the mistake there? What is the mistake there now?
The figure. I need the figure.
You need the figure.
The answer for that 0.13 root 0.5. I think it is 0.0048.
No, I got 0.0919.
0.0919.
Okay, sir. Is it 0.05 or 0.5?
0.5, that is it in there. So please, what's my D1? If there's no other correction to it, I'll just assume it's correct. Yeah.
Because it is
Hello, sir.
0.05,
I'm also
I
getting
got
that
that figure.
0.0483. I don't know how they got 0.0919.
Actually, what I discovered is this: it was 0.05 that gave the 0.0919. But try to press 0.05. I got 0.0048.
So where are you getting 0.05? 0.5 is the 6/12 now.
Oh,
I'm very confused. I don't know what you are doing. I don't understand where the
continue.
figure.
Sir, what
Please
he said is
continue. Please continue.
it's not please continue. The figure is
That is
actually
the
wrong.
figure that is on the board now. I don't know
The
where they are
correct
getting
answer,
another additional.
the correct answer there is supposed to be 0.004. That's the exact same thing he said. Because when you are doing 0.5 roots 0.13, you will not get this 0.0919. The answer is 0.00483 something.
So what is the problem?
The answer they got is
I
the
got
problem, sir.
0.0919.
I don't want I got, please. No, I got. The man that is complaining of the figure not correct. What is the problem?
The problem
No,
is
I
that
said
can I
the
come in,
answer is
sir?
0.005.
Oh, the man that is complaining only, please. What is the problem?
Like I said, this is 0.0919. That is not the figure. The correct figure is 0.005.
0.005.
They approximated it.
That's not a sir, please, can you allow him talk? I beg. I'm listening to you. How did you get 0.005, please?
Like on the calculator, I'm using Casio. I press shift, then the square root shift 0.13 left, press the square root. Now put 0.5 inside the box. What I got is 0.00483. So I approximate to 0.005.
I don't think that's not correct. This is the answer, please. I don't know how you are pressing it on your calculator, but if you press it very well, this is the answer. This was my figure. What's my figure with this?
0.7942.
0.7 what?
0.7942.
What's my figure with this? Oh?
Yeah.
0.7942. So let me approximate. Approximation is a symbol. Any symbol for approximation. Let me decide it. That's 0.79, have you? So
Yes,
yeah, I
sir.
did so. So my D2 is equal to, this is it, D1 minus ST. So what's my D1?
Yes,
My D1
0.79.
minus 0.0919. This is where 0.0919 is coming from, which is S minus T. This under part of the formula. So my D2 is what then? What's the figure for my D2?
0.69.
2 decimal. Thank you very much. Now let me take, before I go to the ND1 and ND2, so let me take questions real quick, please. Please, can you signify if you want to ask me or tell me anything? Edina, can you hear?
Yes, sir. This in 1.05 plus 0.0242. I'm getting 0.729.
I don't know what we have on the board.
No, you're having 0.
Madam, we are having what?
Okay, mine is 0.0715. So please, I want to know how you got how you punch the calculator, please. Maybe it's my own that is wrong.
I honestly cannot explain. If it was a physical, I've shown you if I had calculator. But I don't have any calculator here, and I don't know how I would have explained to you.
I pressed it in.
0.821.
Can I talk now? Thank you. Normally, the way it could have been is to do lane 1.05. The lane is on your calculator. Don't do everything at the same time. Do lane 1.05. Write it somewhere. Add it to 0.242. It should give you this thing on the board.
Okay, thank you.
Please, I think there was another question somewhere. Emmanuel, please talk to me.
Okay, sir, please, can you go back to the solution we are doing? Okay, sir, so my question is this the denominator now, what we have, is it 0.13 times root 0.5 or 0.13 root 0.5?
Which one gives you this answer?
Because the answer we have here on the board is 0.019. It is 0.13 times 0.5. So
And
what I
that's it.
did was root 0.13, 0.5 root 0.13, something like that. And that was what I arrived at, the second answer that the other man that was making an observation on. So I wanted to know which one is actually the right one we are to use. Because what you wrote on the board on this message here is 0.13 root 0.5.
Mr. Emmanuel.
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Either you do times. I don't know the calculator you're using, how you people are pressing this calculator. The root is on the calculator. Anyone, if you put times or you put roots like that, it's going to give you the same answer. It's going to give you the 0.0. Let me pick my calculator.
I think it gives different answer. I also tried it.
It gives different answer. That's what I'm trying, because I've tried both and I got different answers.
It gives different answer. For that one, for the other one, the one that has root, I've been getting 0.4 something. If you go by the approach of using 0.13 root 0.5.
Anyone that works for you that gives you this answer is the one you should use. If you use natural display calculator, that one with white, black, and shade of blue, I was that fit Kenny. Is there anybody here that uses that kind of calculator?
Yeah, that's the calculator I'm using, sir.
So please try the two method. Try 0.13 with 0.5. What does it give you?
That is what I'm using, sir. It gives
So
me
the answer I got
0.0.
was the observation I raised initially, which should be 0.005.
How are you people getting it now?
So that is
This is
what I'm
calculator
using.
in
I
my
did
front here like this. And this is calculator in my front like this, and I'm pressing this thing on the board and I'm getting 0.0919. And if you still put
getting the same thing
multiplication
that
in
you got.
between, if you put
There is no
multiplication in between, you still get the
Hello,
same answer.
Hello, sir. I sent you something on WhatsApp, like the way I pressed it on the calculator. I'll send it to you on WhatsApp, sir. Please, can you
Hello,
check it?
sir. Hello, sir.
Can I check?
Sorry.
I think they are pressing
What?
0.13. That's their problem.
No. What they are doing
That's how
is like
now.
using.
That's how. Why are you putting the 0.13 up? Who
Yeah,
sent you
that's
that
what they
one?
are doing. That's why it's getting
Please,
0.5.
let's continue, Jerry. I see this is not up now. It's just 0.13 normal root. Don't do it up.
0.13 square root
Mr.
0.5.
Ruben,
Get it.
please,
Hello,
Miss
sir.
Ilana, please let me talk. Don't put it up.
Okay, sir. It is
It's just
actually the way it is written.
0.13,
That's
the
why
square root of 0.5. Maybe I should change
I've
this thing.
understood, sir. I've understood, sir.
Okay, that's really, you're right. I find that it's correct.
Maybe this one helps you. I'm using Word now, so like all these things. You guys get where the problem is from. Now people are getting different answers.
Yes, I've been able to get it. Thank you, sir.
The 1.3, don't put it up. Don't raise it up like you are doing square root. No, it's because of the way I'm writing it. Maybe that's my fault anyways. Maybe it's because of, maybe I should have kept the S in front of it directly. Instead of, I just feel like it makes it look like it's together. Like it's one thing. If I put it on top of it, maybe that's why. But it's not, it's in front. So do the S, the square root in front of it, and the T should have this 0.919. Please, can I continue now? Is there still?
Yeah, yes, you can continue, sir.
Yes, sir. The way you wrote it is what was confusing initially.
Okay.
Yes, it's the way you wrote it.
Thank you very much. So let's now say, so the next one should be, so we are done with D1 and D2. So let's say ND1. My network's still there. Okay. Mr. Prince, you want to tell me something?
Yes.
With my ND1. So if you go to your, what's the name now? So to get this your ND1 now, so you go to your normal distribution table. How do I display that normal distribution table now? Here now that you put on. Okay, I think somebody sent it to the general group chat. To one of those group chats. So let me see if I can send it around so that you guys can see. I can't remember the group that the person sent it to. But do we have the normal distribution table?
It's at the back of past questions.
Yes.
Okay. So since we all have it, so let's go to it. So you look for 0.7 under 9. I'm trying to let me display it so that I can explain better with it. But I don't have any past question on this my laptop. Okay, I found it. So let me 1 minute, please. Let me send it to my email. Anything yourself. 1 minute. I'm trying to display it here so that I'm sure that I'm explaining to you guys how to get the exact thing that you need. Everything empty. But if you know how to check it, you're supposed to check 0.7. I think the first one is 0.79. So it means you are doing 0.7 under 9. 0.7, that is, you are checking it on the row, 0.7. Then on the column, you're checking 9 under it. I know most of you just look at the top. Okay, I think that's downloaded. Okay. So this is what I'm saying. This is the way your normal distribution table should look like. If you check the back of your Pathfinder, is there. So is it my network?
So we can't hear you again, no.
Sir, we can't hear you. It's your network, sir.
Please, is anyone using this cardio scientific calculator? How can I punch this LN, please? I can't seem to find
Did
it
you
on my
say
calculator.
cardio or Casio?
Is it Casio or
Cardio.
Cardio?
Did you say cardio or
Cardio scientific calculator.
Cardio is the fake calculator. Casio is the original.
Calm down, Oga. Please, does anyone know how I can get this LN, please, on this cardio?
Of the calculator and send on the group chats. Let me check.
Okay, all right.
Hello.
Good evening, everybody.
This network will not be
Please,
the
can
end.
somebody tell me? Can somebody tell me how to know when it's put option or okay, Sai is back.
So as I was explaining, I said that okay, I was trying to show you guys how to check the what's the name? Normal distribution table. So I was explaining something. I said that, please, can you guys hear me?
Yes,
sir.
Yes, we can.
Yes, sir, we can hear you now.
So I said that if you go to what's the name now? If you go to Google and you download normal distribution table on Google, now what is going to give you is going to be a little different from this one. From this one I'm showing you. Why? Because we have what we call half table and we have what we call full table. Thank God. We have what we call half table and we have what we call full table. The one that I can gives you and the one that is here is what is called half table. But if you check Google, Google will most likely give you what is called a full table. Now, what is the difference? What is the effect? The effect is what Google gives, what you have here is half of what Google gives you. I'm just saying it. Why am I saying this? I'm sure some people might have gone to Google to download it. So if you've downloaded it and what I'm having here will be the same thing. This one is half of that one. But if you add 0.5 to what I have here, it will give you the exact full table. That is why most of when you see some of the solutions that they are in the textbook, you see that they add 0.5 plus. That 0.5 is as a result of using a half table. So if you now want to check, our first D1, according to our solution, our first D1 is what? 0. Please always make it 2 decimal, please. 0.79, Abi. So you come here.
Yes, sir.
So you come here, you check 0.7. This is 0.7 under 9. So you look for 9. That's the last one. So 0.7 under 9. What do I have here?
2852.
Why am I hearing 2852?
2852, sir.
0.2852.
0.2852.
0.2852. So whatever you have here, you now add 0.5. So you come here, you now say ending 1 equals to 0.5 plus 0.2852. Abi? So what do I have?
Yes, sir.
So you're not sharing your screen now.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm
It's
seeing it.
0.752. It is missing here. I'm seeing it here.
0.78.
We have 0.7852.
My screen is sharing now for the person that cannot see it. Share. I have 0.78. Abi?
7.852. Yes, sir.
So what me I'm telling you is for people that downloaded on Google, is this 0.7852 that you will see there? You will not see 0.282. This is it. So because that one is a full table. And please, if it's negative, if this your D1 is negative or D2, please subtract the 0.5. Don't add it. It's because this one is positive. That's why I'm adding it. If it's negative, subtract it. So my ND2, what do I have? 0.5 plus. Yeah. So you are checking 0.6 under 9.
0.2549.
0.2549. 0.2549. So that should be 0.7549, Abi?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So we've gotten our ND1. So you know that all these things we've been doing since is just to determine ND1 and to determine ND2. So we'll now go and put those figures in this formula.
So I have it. Sorry.
So you come here, then you say this is PO, put option. So you come here, you now say P. What's our PE?
$3.42.
3.42. Our E is E. What's our R?
0.04.
0.04.
What's our T? 0.05, I mean? 0.5. Minus. What's our ND2?
0.7549.
What's our PA?
3.6.
3.6.
What's my ND1?
0.7852.
785. So what's my put option? Be very careful with the calculation space. Do it one by one. First do 1 minus this, multiply it by 3.6. You do 1 minus this, whatever you get here, multiply it by this, keep that figure somewhere. Come here, do this, multiply it by this, whatever you get, multiply the two together.
Oh.
So I didn't get how you calculated it.
Can't hear you.
This last one, the PO, how do I calculate it?
Which last one is that?
Yes, this PO we are calculating now. This 3.42 times what? So I can get the actual answer. The way you taught us the other one.
Exponential. E is on your calculator also. Is
Yes.
E is the one on top of lane. So just do shift lane. Shift of lane. Shift is your calculator. So do first do this exponential first. So do exponential minus 0.04 times 0.5. What do you have?
0.65 minus 0.04.
Sorry, sir. Please, can you come again on the issue of the explain? What in beg? How to use calculator on it?
You don't even know how to pronounce it. How do you want to know where it is on the
Don't worry. No, the calculator. Just show me how I go take do. Why they laugh? No worry. Maybe
Don't mind them. Don't mind them.
No, me, I don't write SFM before now. No worry. Laugh.
Madam, don't scare us. But that one way you call.
No, that's true now.
That one way you call. No,
they laugh me. So now me know what they do me.
That is 0.027.
Sir, please answer me.
So what they did was shift of lane. Shift. There's lane on your calculator. So shift lane will give you exponential. Exponential.
Yes, sir.
Have you seen it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What's my answer for this first bracket?
I got 0.0279.
Hold on, let's start again. Everybody hold on. Let's start again from the beginning. Everybody together. Let's do this first one. Exponential minus 0.04 times 0.5. What do I have? Together, everybody.
0.980.
That what everybody has, Abi? Is that what we all have?
Yes,
Anybody
sir.
has something different?
No, sir. I got 3.35.
I didn't get that one.
I don't start this thing. This thing is just calculator now.
I got 0.4808.
Hold on.
0.480.
Hold on. When you guys do this, I got. I don't like it. We are a lot in this class. This is about 90. We are about 70 something in this class. So if everybody is doing I got, the class will be loud. And somebody is disturbing us. Okay. You get if everybody is doing I got, it will be rowdy. So that's why when I always say, is that what everybody got? Yes, no. Okay, when you say no, I don't want you to tell me what you got. 0.98 can you is supposed to be the correct answer. So if you don't now get 0.98, it's when we start looking for solution to your problem. But the correct answer is supposed to be 0.98 something like that. Now, if you do not get 0.98 whatever, what have you done? Exponential. That's lane, shift of lane. E, automatically, the thing goes up. Automatically, it goes up. You don't have to do anything else again. Just do minus 0.04 multiplied by 0.5. Me, what I have on my calculator is 0.9801, like that.
Yes, sir.
So I'm hoping everybody has gotten it now. Multiplied by 3.4.
I've not gotten it.
Multiplied by 3.42. What do I have? 3.3523. Abi?
Multiply by.
multiply by what is by first 1.0.7549. 1 minus this, what do I have?
0.2451.
So let's do it like this. That's so clear. Yeah. So this other one got 1 minus 0.7852. What do I have?
Zero 0.2148.
Multiply by 3.60.
0.77328.
At least when you come here, you say PO.
328.
I'm leaving it at 4 decimal, and I've been using 4 decimal since.
Okay. Sorry, please. Thank you.
So yeah, this yeah. So do 0.2451 multiplied by 0.773. So what do I have?
0.1895.
Multiplied by 3.352. What do I have?
0.6352.
0. Point what?
63553.
So you can say the value of the option 0. What? What is 0.6 what?
6352.
Just 0.60 is the value of the put block. But I'm sure there have been a lot of dividaba in our figures, which I cannot exactly pinpoint, but now that I have calculator, because I feel like 0.6 used to be. Adam, please, microphone. Oh. Cross check. Please, if you are with Adam, please help me with your mic now. Abba. Please, if you are with calculator, please for me, let's confirm the figures together. Let's be sure we are on the right path, please. So please, this lane, please give me 4 decimal, please. Why is it 2 decimal? We'll be using 4 now. So please give me 4 decimal. How do I have?
So I can't see your screen.
0.0526.
26. So let's yeah. So do lane 0. Lane of 1 point. Do the full lane. Add it to this. What do I have? Like do the full lane like this, like 1.0526 lane. Add it to this thing.
0.0754.
54 or 55. 5.
I'm sorry.
55.
So what do I have divided by this thing?
.821. That's
So
0.82.
0.821. So that's 0.82. So let's take 0.82 in our stuff. It's just approximation error. But like, please always leave your lane in 4 decimal, please. Please. You know, the longer the decimal, the more accurate your answer is. I just noticed it now. So yeah. So 0.82 minus this. What do I have for my D2? That should be something like 0.73, I mean, if I'm correct. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. So my ND1. So what's my let's check that distribution table. It was 0.8 on that too.
0.2939.
It changes a lot though. 7939. Plus 7939, Abi.
Yes.
Yeah.
So MD2.
0.73.
So 0.7 under 3.
0.2673.
0.2673. That's 0.7673. Abi?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sir?
So let's try to
Sir,
fix
please.
this.
You say
Again.
I'm getting a different figure, please. 0.267. Oh, one decimal run away. Sorry. Thank you. I'm noticing from the table I'm using. It's 3 decimal.
73. This one then is 7929. Abi? Yeah, what do I have? So just don't do this first one again. This first one remains the same. It's just from here. What's 1 minus 0.7673, please? So yeah, what's 1 minus 0.7673?
0.2327.
0. What?
2327.
2327. So what is 1 minus 0.7939 multiplied by this 3.6?
Zero 0.7419.
7419. So multiply that this figure by this, and multiply by this. What do I have?
Zero 0.5787.
0.5787.
5787.
Shouldn't be now. 0.57. This thing is still too big. You're doing something wrong somewhere. This figure is too big. Okay, let's do it like this, so that you people will know that let's do it like this. So let's cross check our answer. You see where we stopped? Leave it like this. Just hold on. So come, give me what's call option formula?
PA.
Say using put call parity. I want to use put call parity to determine something. So what's my call option formula? Which is PA, Abi.
Call option, yes, PA into ND1
ND1
minus
ND2.
PE minus PE into ND2.
PE ND2, Abi. So yeah.
Yes, close bracket, exponential RT.
Something like this. People will say people should. I hope people are looking at the things I'm doing. That put option, it can be correct. I'm not so sure. I'm just assuming the figure is too big. And why am I assuming the figure is too big? I'm assuming the figure is too big because they want us to calculate if the thing is what's that their grammar again? If the person is selling at a fair price. So I'm assuming that because they want us to determine if it's selling at a fair price, it means that we are supposed to multiply by the total number of shares so that we get the total number. If I multiply the total number of shares by this 0.57, the figure will be extremely too big. That is why I know that at least it's supposed to be smaller than that, but I cannot pinpoint what we are doing wrong. Maybe it's the figure. So what I want to do now is I want to use the put call parity. I will now determine figure of put. I'll determine figure of call, sorry. Now I'll put it in put call parity formula to see my answer. Maybe just watch. So yeah, what's my PA? 3.6, have you?
Yes.
That's why I told you guys I hate puts because the formulas, I don't know, it's just a lot. What's my ending one? 0.739, 0.73939. See, you see call option, very simple formula. This one is a lot of it. So come here, ND2 is 0.7673. So what's my R is 0. What?
0.04.
0.04. My T is 0.5, Abby.
Benny.
So yeah, let's do like this then. So let's start. So you say what's 3.6 multiplied by this 10?
2.858.
2.858.
Let me just use 86 minus. So what is 3.42 multiplied by this 0.8? What's 3.42 multiplied by 0.673?
2.642. Sorry, it's 2.62.
2.62. So what is the exponential minus 0.04 multiplied by 0.5?
Exponential minus.
Yeah.
0.980.
0.980. So yeah, multiply this by this, subtract this from it. What do I have?
2.86. I have 0.29.
So the value of my call option now is 0.29. So I'm not going to put this call option in put call parity formula. So what's that put call parity formula again? So we say C C plus excess price multiplied by E minus RT equals to P plus
S plus T.
S. So making C subject of formula, what do I have? Sorry, I'm trying to look for put. Sorry, I'm making put subject of formula. Sorry. I'm looking for put now. I've gotten call. So I want to use this call to determine put. So I'm making put subject of formula. So it means I'm bringing S to this other side.
So it will be P equal to C
I'm having P equals to
C plus excise price.
C plus excise price
Times exponential RT minus S.
minus strike price. So P equals what value of my call? 0.29, have you?
Yes, sir.
0.29 plus
excise price.
3.42
multiplied by 0.980, have you?
Yeah.
That's what she got when she did it on that side. 0.980 minus 3.6. So what do I have?
Sir, you did not put minus sign, please. Put it.
Forget now. Yeah. Don't forget your board mass. So you are doing this bracket first. Hold on, you are doing this bracket first. So you are doing 3.42 multiplied by this. What do I have?
3.35.
3.3. Add it to 0.29.
3.3516.
So 3.35.
So excuse. Please.
Eh?
What I did is 3.42 brackets. Hold on.
When you add that,
You
that's
asked me
3.416.
I'm lost. Hold on. What is 3.42 multiplied by this figure?
3.4 to multiply by that figure is 3.351.
3.35. We add 3.35 to 0.29 now. What do I have?
That's 3.6416.
641.
3.64 now minus
Yes.
3.60. So what's the value of my put option?
0.0416.
Have you guys not seen that what we did here is not correct? Now the problem is, what is the problem? Who gave us wrong figure? Who gave us wrong calculation? So there's a figure that is not correct.
So I'm
Have you guys seen
suspecting
the way I patterned it and determined? So usually that's why I like put score parity, because I feel like it eliminates all these plenty figures in this put. In this plenty, this one is easy to make mistakes. See exactly what I was saying earlier that happened here. This one you can easily make mistake. The figures are too much. But see if you come to use put score parity, to calculate call is very simple. See, just 4 lines. If you put in your call, then just go and put it in the formula, bang, bang. Then this is your 0.04 figure. Is there anybody that doesn't understand what I did here? Raise up your hand. I'm here to check. Just raise up your hand if you don't understand what I did.
Wow.
Mr. I don't understand what I did.
They do me why. Starting from the
Let it be.
beginning itself, I don't even know.
I didn't ask you a
Class, I
question.
don't know when to use. I didn't know when to use put and call.
Sir, is the formula, the second formula, I don't understand.
Which second formula?
The one you just finished now, the shortcut to it.
It's not shortcut. It's a put score parity formula. That's why I always like to explain first. I explained all these things at the beginning. It's a relationship between put and call parity. This formula is there naturally. It's in SFM syllabus. We can either use it to get put or use it to get call. So I wanted, since I'm using it to get put, I made put subject of formula. If it was call, I wanted to use this formula to get. I'll make call subject of formula. But before I have to use it to make call, it means I would have had a figure for my put. It's just subject of formula matter. But because I already calculated core here, that's what I did first. This is me calculating core. And I made put subject of formula. So I just put all the figures there to determine figure for my put.
Sir, please, instead of going through the long route of getting the put figure, can we just use this this put score parity formula?
Yes, now.
So what
Yes,
I want
now.
to stress?
It's very allowed. It's very, very allowed. Just write there that using put score parity, get your core, the subject of formula, put your formula, they get your put and move on. Very, very allowed.
Life is not supposed to be hard.
It's very, very allowed. But I wanted us to try the put option so that everybody understands what we are trying to do. That's why I went to Black. Now that we are even stuck, because now I've not confirmed who gave us a wrong figure. I don't think I have the time to start checking, but I'm sure there's a wrong figure somewhere. And the wrong figure is around here. I cannot confirm where the wrong figure is coming from.
So I can have the right.
It's not exponential.
Maybe it's from the beginning.
Exactly. Is this exponential?
Maybe it's from the beginning.
No.
Madam, me and you are here together. It cannot be from the beginning. If you see the same figure that we
Is
use,
this exponential?
Yes.
Hello, sir.
Hmm?
Please, when I did mine, I got a total of 0.31. I think it's from the exponential.
It's exponential.
That's the put. It was 0.31.
So for people that are in this class and people that watch this thing on YouTube,
Let's
let
try
me do
again.
it.
We will try again with this one.
Not correct.
Let's put it in our calculator.
So you
Sir,
push
please
it down.
scroll down. Can you please scroll down? Let me just get that.
So you should go and look for how this is not correct anyhow, but this is not correct. So this is the correct one. Thank you very much. So let's finish the question. We're not done now.
Hey.
I'm not done now. Now only put you don't calculate now. They say you calculate value. So what it means is this is the value of our put. So we now say this is just value of put, but it's not total value. So you now say determination.
So was it this thing? Because from beginning of this class, you said the option theory is very simple. Is that the option theory or this one?
So this one is not simple.
So please, when we using 3.6 for the X, please.
Now we're using what for what?
3.60 for the standard deviation in this put and parity.
That deviation, okay. Sorry.
This X. Unless, okay, all right.
I've told you several times. It can either be S or PA. It's the same thing. Now only one question. We use how many hours to solve? 1 hour 30 minutes. Hour for now. Total value. So we are saying put option multiplied by number of shares. So total. This is the thing that this is. If this was not in the question, if it's just to calculate value of put option, I would have used that 0.57 like that. But that was what made me. Okay, people will now see. People will see some of the things that. Let's finish. I'll show you guys how I knew that 0 point something was not correct. So we say 0.04. What's the number of shares? In question. Yeah, what's the number of shares? You know.
27,750 shares.
27,750,000.
Sorry, 27,750,000 shares.
So what do I have?
Even 1 million.
1,011,000. 1,011,000.
1,011,000.
Like 1,011,000 naira.
Like this?
1,110,000.
1,110,000.
1,110.
So, but this is you calculating the total value of the put option. But the question is, the price that he wants to sell it, is it a fair price? So you will now say determination or determination if this is my grammar not correct though. But then also determination of price. So you now say here. So you come here, you say merchant price. How much is the price that the merchant wants to sell it?
1,250,000.
2,250,000.
Okay.
You now say total value of option. How much did we get?
1,100.
1,111. So what's my answer?
140.
140,000.
140,000. So looking at it for me, is he overpriced or underpriced?
Underpriced.
You all agree is underpriced?
Yes, sir.
What do you think it is?
I think it's overpriced. The merchant's price is more than that value of the option.
It's obviously overpriced. So the merchant price want to sell it for 1,250, and this is the value. The value is 1 million. The person has overpriced it now. So it has overpriced it at 140,000. That's the overpricing part. So let me now show you guys something. Somebody do something for me. What was that nonsense finger we get?
0.5.
0.5. 0.57 multiplied by this number of shares.
0.57 times 27.
15,817,500.
15 million.
So now 15 million. You put 15 million here. Is it not absurd? You put 15 million here. That's the value of your.
Seriously.
So in your mind, you just know that you have cooked beans.
Yes.
So when you get 0.57, I just multiply by the number of shares. When I was gathering that thing you people had, I already knew that now something is not right here. That's why I said let me use put-call parity. If put-call parity had given me the same answer, I would have assumed it was correct. But since it did not, so with this now, this still makes better sense than me having 15 million here. Yeah.
Hi.
I don't tire. So, do you have any question? Ask me.
I have a question.
Mr. Ikechuku. People are not doing well with your mic these days, and I don't like it. Mr. Ikechuku, please help me with your question, please. Okay, it was a mistake. Okay. Anybody wants to ask me any question?
Yes, please, sir.
Ask me more.
Please, what's this call option all about so that you can have a proper view and understanding about it, please?
Watch the recorded video.
5 minutes. Okay, I started the class 5 minutes later. And
5 minutes.
It's formulas. 5 minutes later.
I don't think you started the class 5 minutes later because the first hour of the class I used it to explain international capital budget. And the next hour of the class I used it to explain introduction, where I spoke about everything relating to capital, everything relating to option pricing, why we do it, when we use call option, when we use put option, everything. Then the last 1 hour, 30 minutes, which is just completed now. I use it to solve just this question. So that's what I use my 3 hours, 30 minutes to do. So if you came 5 minutes later, I don't think you would have missed that part.
Oh, sorry.
Class ended by 5.
5.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, I thought it was.
The way you shouted, I'm sure you did not come. When did you come, madam?
7:05. I thought it was around 7.
You see,
Jesus.
That's why you came and you were saying formula everywhere.
Thank you, sir. I'll do the
You started by 5. Thank you very much, ma'am. Is there any other question? So, is there any question anybody wants to ask me? Okay, so let me read some of the things that have been said. SFM got past you. Thank you so much. You appreciate the start. Thank you, Mr. Raji. Talk to me, Ms. Edina.
Sir, please, my question is not on this topic. It's on this Gordon's model. Please, the growth, how to find the growth using the Gordon's model. If there's a simpler way to understand it, please.
I was not the lecturer, man.
You can help.
I'll think about it.
Okay.
If I haven't finished,
But
let me
the
finish.
assignment you gave us on Eco PLC, that is the the growth rate is not given, and then the retention is not given, and the rate of return is not given. So you have to find the retention, you have to find the rates of return before you now get your growth rate, and then now use it to calculate the cost of equity using the Gordon's model. So that's one of the assignments you gave us.
Okay.
Yes.
I just honestly wanted to keep you guys busy. It's not as if I read the question or I opened it. I just set Pathfinder, I just screenshotted and I sent it. I honestly did not read the question, so there's no way out of it. I just saw that okay, it looked good and it looked nice. So I just sent it. So cost of capital, okay. So, but I don't know if there's a simpler way, but the way I understand it, maybe I'll drop a voice note for you, maybe.
Okay, thank you.
I hope I remember. Anyways, is there any question for me, I beg?
Please, so how to press this exponential on calculator? I'm having tough time trying to get it, but I think I'm not getting it.
Shift and lane, shift lane, shift lane. But you know how to get lane?
Yes.
Well, press shift of that thing that you are pressing now. You will see E on your calculator, that is it.
Okay.
Is it there?
Yes.
Thank you. Please, first of all, I'm very tired. Second of all, anyways, any method that works for you. So what I would want you guys to do is, I think you guys have case study by 9, so I need to rush because I will need to talk to Mr. Kabil before he starts that class. So I need to rush. That's number one. Number two, no, honestly, I thought I was going to finish early. I thought I wanted to solve the 2 questions and forget about option pricing. That's my plan. I wanted to solve the 2 questions and forget about options pricing. But since I'm not able to finish the second one, I would want you guys to go and do the second one as an assignment. Please do it as assignment, and so maybe I will do it like the way I did this international capital budgeting. If you guys, there's still holiday tomorrow, so good for us. So if you guys submit the assignment, I'll come here tomorrow, I'll make corrections, then you guys will do it again. Then I think the second one is ACCA question. I'm not so sure, but I hope and I think it is. So use that one and try it, and try the second one this night. This night, Madam, that asked if I'm available this night. Tomorrow, I have a. This is why I always encourage. Hold on, this is why I always put time to it. Tomorrow, I have a presentation by 10 till 1. After 1, I have class by 2 to 5. From that time, I would want to rest before I come to people's class. How do I now shuffle all those things and still look at the plenty assignments? But this night now, I'm very free like a bird. As I finish now, I'll go and eat my Easter rice, press my phone, use my phone, relax as I miss up. So while using all those things, next to 3 hours, I'll be available for any corrections that need to be made. But by tomorrow, things might be too tight for me to look at it. That's why I always put time to this. I know it's not comfortable for you, but it's not comfortable for me also. We are all just trying to pattern it together. After me, nobody needs to talk to anybody again. Nobody needs to see anybody again. This thing is just effort. It's just effort. My students that qualified last night for SFM, that SFM was their only one. A lot of my students that qualified last night till today, None of them has messaged me like this. That Mr. Salah, you deal. It's not. I'm not angry. It's not as if I'm bothered. And that's just the way life is. That's just the way it is. Everybody has qualified. Everybody has moved on to other things that are more important than this OSFM thing. So what I'm saying is, it's just effort on my hand. The moment you qualify, you forget me, and I forget you too. So it's the other. Is the two ways. You forget me, I forget you. You move on, I move on too. So no, that's just the way it is. It's not. It's bad of them, but nah, it's just the way life is. Even me, how many of my lecturers have I texted? That what are you doing? That's how. Everybody has gone. Everybody has moved on until the next batch of students. So what I'm just saying in particular is this thing is effort from you and effort from me, and I feel like I've put in my best for you guys. I'm not even joking. I feel like I've put in, this is about 3 hours, 30 minutes now, from 5 to 8. This 3 hours, 30 minutes that I've spent talking. All my head, part of my head like this, they pay me. Half of my head, they pay me. And you know works that I could have done in that 3 hours. I was showing you guys something earlier. Like I started a book. Like, page what have I got into? Okay, this is the syllabus. Let me show you the real book. This is a QuickBooks Online textbook anyways. I'm just in page 19. And this book is supposed to, according to my company's target, supposed to be like more than 100, 200 pages. And I need to submit it, I think May 10 or May 15 for revision. So how do I do all those things? It's still there. This is not normal work, or this on the side also. There's still normal work and all those, and there's still you people there. So what I'm letting you know is that it's not easy on my part. And it's not easy on your part. So let's make efforts. Let's try better. Let's read our books. Let's ask questions. Let's do assignments. Coco, let's do assignments. Let us do assignments. So please, tomorrow's class, what do you guys have earlier? What do you guys have by like 8? Do you have anything tomorrow? What's the timetable tomorrow?
I'm not sure, nothing yet. I'm not sure anything has been communicated.
So let me ask.
We have taxation.
What time is taxation?
That's 7 to 9.
So I'll speak to him. I hope I don't forget all these things. So if I would speak to him, so if it's possible, if it starts earlier, maybe 6 or 5, so that I can start earlier also, so that I can, because I need 4 hours or 3 hours or something like this, so that I use the first one to explain this, then I use the last one to explain business valuation. And tomorrow I will not have this energy, because I would have had class earlier before you people. This one is because I've not had class, that's why I have this energy. So I might not be able to have a lot of energy. So I might want to start earlier, 8, 7. Anything that would be announced, anything that would be done will be announced to you. So tomorrow we might start business valuation and measures and acquisition. On that note, let me leave you guys to go for your case study class. Thank you guys very much for listening to me. You're amazing. I will most likely see you guys tomorrow.
Thank
Thank
you
you very much,
sir.
sir.
Thank you so much.
No respect to this night.
God
Thank
bless
you.
you, Richie.
You're welcome.
Bye. God bless you, sir.